Gonna tell my future kids this is what it looked like when you cut open an internet cable in 1997. Do you think cowboys ever want to give their horses piggyback rides? Just in the spirit of fairness. Caramba.
I'm going to keep going until you either game over or the game breaks. So those waiting for Secret Fortune or Relativity, we'll get there eventually. Speaking of which, there's the exception right now. Why has that exception there? Oh, I managed to completely just jinx that one out of existence, the grid layout. Grid layouts, grid index. Oh, one of the grid layouts just failed to generate for some reason. Cool. Well, let me hit the pay doots button. There you go. I've paid the doots out for you now. And I need to look into why on earth to do.
I choose blank blank
This
now.
is broken. Out of bounds exception. Why, though? I will have a look at that at some point. Because apparently it's a bounds exception. And there go all the avatars. Yay! Don't think they're paid out. What? The freaking pay doots button should have paid out. I pressed the button. Is that another one where I'm going to have to look back at the footage to look at the leaderboard and do it manually again? Yay, yay. Oh, I love that. Why did it worked last time? Why did it not work this time? Strange. Very strange. I'll have to have a look into that. Okay. Right, well, I guess we'll get into the main part of tonight's stream then, I suppose. Yeah, it's all spooky. Spooky Halloweeny stuff. I'll see you in a mo for actual stream content. Oh, and gentle reminder, this game has Hackbox. So, if you want to play that way, I'd get Hackbox open if I were you right now. There's the thing. Oh, apparently it's not doing the thing. Nightbot, where are you? Thank you, Topper.
Hold on to your dookie, it's about to get spooky.
Apparently it's in test mode still. Let's get it out of test mode, shall we? It's all happening tonight. There we go. Good evening and welcome to Secret Fortune. How are we all doing, folks? Let me go and do this. I mean, you already heard me anyway because I did stupid stuff in Untitled Grid Game. But it's me. Hello. Hope you're doing good on this, the 1st of November here on Quiz Night. Yes, I can hear already. He's unthawing. Coming soon will be Quizmas, certainly. What are you on about? JB, we haven't even... hang on. I know you were trying to say room code and also misspelling it. We haven't even got there yet. Hang on. Hang on. We'll get there eventually. Do you remember the first night in November? Well, you're going to remember it right now because we've got a whole lot of guesstimations to go on with tonight's games. Untitled Grid game was it was working all right until it didn't work. Just for some reason decided it didn't want to generate one of the grids and just gave up. So that's going to be fun for me to look at as to why the hell that happened, because it shouldn't have done, and I haven't seen it do that in testing. So maybe it's more part of an extended test where it just goes, I've run out of game objects. Bye. So I know, Score. I know. I know. But yes, we've got Secret Fortune tonight, written by Danny Gambit, and Danny is making some noises in chat. I will say that he's making some spooky sounding noises. Hold on to your dookie. It's about to get a bit spooky. So I don't know if that's going to be a bit of a theme or not, but
no, not Nick Knowles. The other lottery quiz show hosting bloke.
Yeah, the other one, yeah. Thank you, 100 bits there, Matt. So yeah, there might be a bit of a spooky theme. I don't know. You're going to have to wait and find out. This pack written by Danny, proofed by Inca. Thank you very much for that. And later on, we've got a pack of Relativity by Kenda, and that one's been proofed by Alex. That's going to be a lot of fun with it. And also, that has a little bit of a theme running through it as well. So, if you like to play Secret Fortune this evening, I will recommend Hackbox because it's probably the best way of playing this show, because it remembers all the envelopes that you've selected and tells you what you've got left in the game. But you can also just play in Twitch. That's entirely optional as well. So whichever way you do, enter in the following room code, FXZQ. That's what you need to play this game, either on Hackbox or on Twitch. Whispers to Quizbot 3000. As we go into the second phase of the music there, as we move into the lobby. And everyone never noticed I do that with the music in this game. I actually have it do development like that. It's the only place in the game where I do that. It's the only place in this entire game where I do that. And I'm like, that's quite cool actually to do it like that, rather than just have an abrupt restart. But it's like, it requires a little bit of extra work to do that, but is a lot of fun. Also, by the way, yes, there is a hot seat game associated to this as well. We will be picking two of you at random to play as a pair here in Discord. I say here in Discord, I'm not even in Discord right now, so let me get myself situated in Discord right now. And if you do not want to be picked as one of the hot seat players, because of course you will need to be able to talk to me in Discord and all that jazz, if you don't want to, then exclude yourself either by saying the word exclude and there's a whisper to Quizbot 3000, or there should be an exclude button on the Hackbox interface. And also, if you're then excluded, you can then re-include or unexclude. I forget the word I actually use, that you can switch yourself on and off. No, Monster is demonstrating. Okay, thank you, Monster. You can stop doing that, otherwise bad things are going to happen to you. Thank you. So, yes. All sorts of stuff going on now. Sonic Cat with the gifted sub there, going to Toeboy. Thank you very much for the gifted sub there. Matt with 100 bits. Danny with a 14-month resub. JB with 100 bits. All sorts of stuff going on. Colo with the 43 months. Clive with the 57 months. Only with 100 bits. JB giving me a shout out 4 days ago. Speaking of JB, well, it's Extra Life week this week over on JB's side of things, and it's all kicking off tomorrow on his stream, where he's got, well, let me just reel off the current schedule of events. We've got Mario Golf Super Rush and Rocket League. Then on Friday, there's a Jackbox block with Blur Club, where JB's penalised for 5 seconds on every race. And then...
Interrupting this to talk about how much Shashi's going to lose Saturday.
Ha 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 ha. He says, thank you for the 100 bits there, JB. though you haven't really been in a proper duel before. I actually have experience in playing in duels, you see. I beat Ben 3 times in a row. Super easy. Don't tell him I said that. On the Saturday, though, that's the big stream. There is Sassword. There's JB versus Prey on the Colour of Money. There is some Countdown, although it's spelt slightly differently. There's me versus JB on Duel, written by 8Minky on the question writing on that, I believe. Chaos Jeopardy, Scrabble After Dark, if unlocked, but I believe some of it's already been unlocked. Pyramid After Dark, Food Break at 7:30. Quarren Stream Live, Super Awful Press Your Luck, Wheel After Dark, Late Night Lingo, and if you also wanted to go into Sunday, then there's also some random games and possible bonus theatre. And even on Monday, there is 48 races of Baby Park. It's all unlocked. The next unlock is a wrestler top the shit. Oh God. Well, that's an interesting incentive. Well, in all of that, do go and tune in onto JB stream this whole weekend. Do donate if you can, if you're able to do so, and just have a wonderful time. I'm not going to be streaming on Friday because I have a gig on Friday. But I will be tuning in on the Saturday, most certainly, because I'm involved in part of it. And I hope that some of you will be able to make your way over there as well at some point. Anyway, we're going to talk about tonight. And tonight's game starts off with this pack by Danny Gambit. We'll come to the end of this loop, and then we'll start this game proper as I try and find Quizbot's way into the live studio. There we go. I think we're all sorted. So, are we all ready? Let's pick our dynamic duo. We've got JB Henry and Itogi! Oh man, well, okay then. So last time that Danny wrote a pack of Secret Fortune, he was doing so alongside JB. So, JB this time is facing Danny's questions, along with Itogi here this time round. And, well, this is going to be a really interesting game to see how it all plays out. And if JB's in the hot seat, might even do some more extra life stuff because that's a lot of fun, isn't it? Thank you for joining, Ali. You didn't have to exclude. We've already picked our players, but appreciate you for doing so nonetheless. I hope you're doing well this evening. Just waiting for our players to get sound checked in the green room. Thank you for Colo helping out with the sound checks this evening. And this is gonna be great, says Danny Gambit, as I need to get my reference sheet up, don't I?
Join us.
There we go. And I hear noises. Hello there, JB and Itogi.
Hello.
Oh God, not this shit again.
You're back here again, JB. So, yeah, I was saying last time it was you and Danny writing a pack of Secret Fortune, but this time it is just Danny writing the pack and you're facing it along with Itogi here. So, you know the kinds of questions that Danny can write. What do you think you've got in store for tonight's game?
If it's themed, I've got a sneaking suspicion, and I will say this with transparency. Mm-hmm. Danny is on the Dumpster Lounge moderating team, but he has not told me a peep about this pack, not even what the categories are or anything. So I am in the dark on this, and that's just because game integrity is very important to me. So I have a sneaking suspicion, given the time of year, it's going to be something like about horror movies or monsters or things like that.
That's what you're thinking is going to be sort of Halloween-y.
Yeah.
What was that you saying, Itogi?
You said weenie.
My expectations is expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. Oh, I do like that as well. Let me show the screen for you here in Discord. And I think we should get this game underway. Can confirm JB has no idea from Danny Gambit. Thank you very much for the approval there. And welcome to the game, Suddy Cat. Just getting in before I hit the magic button to start this game. So I think it is time, folks. Let's get this game underway. I'm wishing you the best of luck here, JB and Itogi. And here we go. Let's load up the Toaster Rack of Riches. Yes, there they are. 24 envelopes, each with a value from 100 doots up to 100,000 doots. Your job, as always, is to keep a hold of the big envelopes and bin the small envelopes. To do that, we're going to be doing that across 2 rounds of questions. In round number 1, you're going to be facing a question with 4 possible answers each time. And the question is going to be asking something of the form, which of these things is the biggest or the largest or the most of a certain thing? Your job is to keep the one thing that you believe is the biggest, the greatest, whatever it is, and you're going to bin the other 3 that you believe are worse than that. Twitch chat, that's exactly what you're doing, and Hatbox players, that's exactly what you're doing. Though the players are going to be picking envelope by envelope in process. Over here in Twitch and Hackbox land, you're just picking one envelope, and that's the one you're keeping, and the other 3 will be binned. It will tell you on the Hackbox device that is what is happening, just giving you as a heads up. You are just to pick one answer that you believe matches what the question is asking for the best it can. The better you do at that, the greater the value you keep in the game, and you will bin lower values instead. That's all you need to do. Follow what the question is asking for. Now, JB, you're here again,
Yes.
and it's Extra Life tomorrow, and I'm feeling like let's add a bit of substance to this game, shall we?
Oh, okay, I'll get a beer.
I mean, you can get a beer, but I'm also going to do something along these lines. So, I will say, if you can finish with a Power 6 still in play, so that will be 25, 30, 40, 50, 75, and 100,000 doots. Any of those 6 at the end of your game, I will do a $10 donation to Extra Life.
Oh, okay.
But if you can keep the 100,000, then I'll make it $50.
Ooh, that's like £1 million.
If only it was.
Oh wait, no, the exchange rate is wrong. Yeah, all right, let's do it.
So that's what we're going to do. $10 if you can get a Power 6 finish, but $50 if you can get the absolute best finish. And Danny's saying he's going to match that. So there could be quite a lot of money flying around here if you can do well tonight on Secret Fortune. So let's get going with some envelope picks. JB, you're first alphabetically here, so pick 2 envelopes for me, please.
All right, Togi, I really, really hope you follow me on what I'm going to pick. I'm going to start with envelopes 2 and 5.
2 and 5. I can see where we might be going here. Togi, are you going to follow suit, or are you going to fool us all?
I'm not going to fool you all. 6-9.
Yeah!
9 it is. So let's load it up. 25 at 69.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We did it, folks. That's all we need to do. We can stop the stream right now. I don't even have to pay anything.
Game's over. We'll
Game's
walk.
over.
We'll walk away. It's been great. Yeah, we'll cash out at 0.
Right. So if you're all ready, get ready on your Hackbox devices and Twitch chat. Whisper to Quizbot 3000 the answer you believe is correct. ABCD, all the envelope numbers themselves when they get assigned to the answers. Here's your first question. Which of these special skateboard tricks earns you the most points in the 1999 game Tony Hawk's Pro Skater? Is it a triple kickflip, a kickflip twist, the 900, or a Christ Air? So, as a reminder, we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the special skateboard trick that earns you the most points in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. That is the one you're trying to keep, and you're binning the other 3. Oh man, it's such a classic game that, though. I played a lot of Pro Skater 2.
I was a big Pro Skater too, and I believe the 900 is the highest scoring trick. My concern is if it was in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but the 900 does award the most points out of all of these.
Well, I will say, now clarity here, we will never put any duff answers on the board. They always have some relative value on here. Anything that was fake, we would never accept for Secret Fortune.
So, Togi, I would say with 100% confidence that we want to keep the 900.
Okay. Then we are bidding 2. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pick the order. So you want to go 2 first? Let's do it.
Yep.
Number 2, the kickflip McTwist.
Yep.
All right. Apparently not a fan of McDonald's or something anyway. Envelope number 2 going in the bin. Oh, Dev coming in here as well. He's going to donate 100 Canadian if you somehow finish with the game with the exact... Oh, wait, no, sorry. Those are different. What? Donate 100 Canadian if somehow you finish the game with exactly 1,000 doots. Oh, so
my
a
goodness.
completely backwards ending.
So you want me to play bad for more money?
Well,
okay.
No. Well, what the thing is, the way that Secret Fortune plays, you can have your final finish be between 100,000 and 1,000. That would be a guaranteed payout, but from who? I suppose it's also a fail-safe, as Ape is saying. So if everything goes to pot, then we can go for a different prize. But anyway, you're saying the twisted bin here. Let's see. Your Secret Fortune tonight will not be...
Watch, this is the 1,000.
I was about to say, it's got 3 zeros in it. It's 8,000.
Okay.
So, on the left-hand side, pretty good. 2 more to bin.
Oh Christ, let's get rid of the Christ Air Diane. Number 5, please, don't you know?
You happy with that, Togi?
No. Yep.
All right. Seemingly, we've already got the procedure. So let's find out. Secret Fortune. Oh, Nick M. I think that's the first time I've noticed someone leave this game before. I didn't realise that was such a thing. I actually don't know what will happen to the game when we do stuff. But anyway, that's new. That's new. Anyway.
Please don't break the whole game. Fingers crossed, chat.
That's absolutely fine, Nick M. There's no problem on you at all. Do what you need to do. It's a concern I've never thought about for this game. Anyway, Christ Air we're bidding. Envelope number 5. A Secret Fortune tonight will not be 500 dukes.
Okay.
You're just tickling it. You're tickling it.
Now, see, Nick, Ash isn't concerned from a host perspective, but from a programming perspective, he's screaming.
Yes, that's exactly it. Though I will find out, hopefully, by the end of this question, whether it breaks everything or not, because after that, it should be fine.
Because coders will scream. It's just higher or lower, depending on,
Yes.
what the problem is. What do you think about 6? I mean, I'm very confident it's number 9 is the correct answer.
If you're confident, then I'm confident 6.
Oh, okay. Well, bin 6, please.
The triple kick flip. It sounds pretty impressive. Triple kick flipping. Your Secret Fortune tonight will not be... Well then. 100 dukes!
All right.
Alrighty then, just like that. We have a 1,000 minimum win. Well, it's still in the game. And the number 9 envelope stays in the game for now. Now let's find out, were you right? Absolutely right, yes. So, the values in points, go on.
If we would have gotten this wrong, could we have just pressed start and restarted till we got Goldfinger?
No. So the values here, the triple kickflip was actually the worst scoring out of there, only 1,500 points. I mean, only. Then it was Christ Air with 2,100. Then it was the kickflip twist at 4,000 points, but the 900 is the big one, 8,000 points. Yes, Tony Hawk's legendary move where you rotate horizontally 2.5 times in the air. That is the 900. And 55% of our audience went the right way as well. Look at all those wonderful avatars. So for you, JB and Atogi, what's that mean for envelope number 9?
It's one of the Power 6. I'm confident.
You're confident it's one of the Power 6. Well, whatever it is, it could be your Secret Fortune.
Oh, you're not going to tell us? I guess that's why it's called Secret Fortune.
That's why, yeah, indeed.
Oh.
It's a secret until you reveal it later on. So, rinse and repeat. Going on to question number 2. Itogi, you're picking next.
1 and 21.
1 and 21. And JB.
3 and 23.
3 and 23. Going for a nice little bit of symmetry there. Question number 2 is this. Which of these chocolate treats debuted first, as in furthest away from today? Baby Ruth, Toblerone, Mars Bar, or Kit Kat? So we're assigning the envelope, switch out the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the chocolate treats that debuted first. That's the one you're picking to keep, and you're going to bin the other 3. So, any ideas on the legacy of certain chocolate treats?
Well, as a fat person, I do know my chocolate, and I feel like Mars Bar and Kit Kat were fairly recent. Baby Ruth, I'm not sure about. But Togi, I don't know what you're thinking, but my thoughts were Toblerone probably was first. I feel like it's been around and it's just more iconic than the rest.
I remember that Kit Kat at one point had a different name, and it was probably around in 1930s or 20s.
I think Toblerone's even older than that.
Yeah. Let's be number 1.
You want? Yeah, I'm fine with binning Baby Ruth.
Yeah.
Binning the Baby Ruth? Okay.
Yeah, I've seen Caddyshack enough times.
I mean, I've never heard of a Baby Ruth before.
Oh, it's delicious. It's like it's got like peanuts, nougat.
Okay. Sounds a bit like Lion Bar-ish or something, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, or Snickers if it's got peanuts in and nougat. So
It doesn't have the caramel in it. I don't think.
I'm trying to think of an analogous one in the UK. Anyway, must be an American thing, says Midge on the internet, possibly. Either way, the Secret Fortune tonight will not be 7,000.
Okay.
Very interesting. Okay, another left-hand side value. We're doing very well here, keeping the right-hand side completely intact. 2 more to bin.
Mars
Bar, I'm not sure about. I know it was around for a while. I mean, I haven't seen it in America in God knows how long, but I know it's like huge in Europe still.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go Mars Bar.
Yeah.
Okay, envelope number 3, the Mars Bar. I used to have so many Mars Bars, and now I just find them a bit too sweet for myself. It's just a bit too sickly now. Either way, envelope number 3 going in the bin. Your Secret Fortune tonight will not be another left-hand side value, 5,000 dukes.
Okay.
This is going really well.
Don't jinx it.
1 more to bin. Touch wood.
I'm going to leave that statement alone.
Touch wood.
Anyways, Togi. So, Toblerone, Kit Kat. What are you most confident with here?
Kit Kat.
You're confident keeping or binning?
Keeping.
Keeping. All right. I'm gonna go with my teammate, and we're gonna bin Toblerone.
Okay, gonna bin Toblerone. Envelope number 21. I'm trying to get all my letters in the right order. Your Secret Fortune tonight will not be 18,000 dukes.
Oof. Okay, that's not the worst.
It's your first foray into the right-hand side, but you're fine. You haven't touched any of the Power 6. So, not too bad, really. Leaves us with envelope number 23, which you'll keep through to the next round. Now, was Kit Kat the correct answer? It was the Toblerone was the correct answer. I'm going to hide the information away for you so you don't get to know what the years are in question. So a swing and a miss, though the highest value was only 18,000. So what do we think then about envelope 23?
I still feel like it's probably going to be, if our reasoning's good, I still think there's a 5-digit number attached to it. But yeah, I don't feel bad that we went with Kit Kat. I think it was a good answer. What do you think, Togi?
I have a feeling it's about 9,000.
About 9,000. Well, envelope number 23 could be your secret fortune. And let's bring everything back. There we go. Moving on to question number 3, JB. Next pick.
20 and 4.
20 and 4 for 20. Togi.
12 and 24.
Say that again.
12 and 24.
12 and 24. Okay, let's load those up. And question number 3 is this. In 2022, which of these smells was used the most scented? It was used in the most scented candles worldwide, or used the most in scented candles worldwide. Read the bloody question, Ashley. In 2022, which of these smells was used the most in scented candles worldwide? Is it lemon, lavender, pumpkin, or vanilla? So as a reminder, we assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the smell that was used the most in scented candles worldwide. Now, I believe there was an additional thing to mention here. So lemon will also count anything under citrus. I will also say that as an extra caveat.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what you need to do. So, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking that the next question, given this theme, is going to be about feet, and I guess Danny dressed up as Quentin Tarantino for Halloween. However, I use scented wax a lot. I don't know about you, Togi. I tend more towards the vanilla. Occasionally, I'll be a basic bee and get pumpkin, but I know lavender is also pretty popular. Citrus is more used for like citronella candles, and I would be confident binning lemon first, but I'm really torn about the other 3.
Yeah, let's bin 24.
In 24, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Getting rid of the lemon. I mean, I adore lemon. I mean, having lemon-based drink right now, so sip on that. Let's find out. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. 20,000 dukes.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's another on the right-hand side. We seem to be making a bit of a sort of a slide up the board. We might not want to do that.
All right. What are you thinking, Togi?
Does pumpkin actually have a smell?
Yes. It's a very rich autumny thing. My logic with that is you see a lot more scented candle use during the colder months.
Yeah.
So I would think like a pumpkin or a vanilla is a very homey and refreshing smell. But lavender seems to be more of a summer scent.
Yeah, lavender.
So I would say bin 20.
Yeah.
Bit lavender?
Yes, please.
Okay. Lavender is going in the bin. Does air up? Yeah, so I have purchased an air up here, and this is the first sort of day of actually testing it. It is weird, I will say that. You do have to...
An air up?
You have to use it in a very certain way to actually get the sort of the scent through it, but it does kind of work. This flavor I've got is fairly weak in comparison, but it does do something. But you do have to drink it a certain way. Like if you just sort of drink it like approaching any usual bottle, it don't work. But if you do it the right way,
funky water bottle, isn't it?
It is the funky water bottle
just saw something about
that infuses scent through it instead of actually flavoring it. And yeah, because I need to wean myself off of lots of soda drinks and things like that. So I thought this might be the best way to do that if it works, and it kind of does. I need to give it more of a try to see how it all works with other flavors as well, because from the sound of things, other flavor caps are far more strong and might work a bit better for me. But it's okay, but it's not a magical thing. It doesn't just impute a massive amount of fragrance to things, because otherwise you might as well just get perfume sprayed up you. I don't know. Anyway, lavender is going in the bin. That's what we were talking about here, wasn't it? Your secret fortune tonight will not be. God, I can't imagine drinking a lavender drink. Anyway, this is candles. You don't drink candles. Anyway, 10,000 doots.
Okay.
Back to the left-hand side. Not too bad. One more between two amazing flavours in coffee. Obviously, the very basic pumpkin and also, I suppose, a basic vanilla as well. But they're both good flavours in coffee.
I'm very torn here, Togi. I feel like Americans go wild on their pumpkin. But vanilla is kind of a more universal, refreshing scent.
Yeah, but if it's about warmth during the cold times, yeah, let's keep pumpkin and bin vanilla.
Okay, I'm with that. I'm with you on that.
Binning the vanilla?
You can.
Yes, number 4, please.
Yeah. Okay. Vanilla going in the bin.
Blame me for everything else.
Oh, your logic is sound, dude.
Let's find out. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. One down, 5 to go.
Uh-oh.
75,000 doots.
Oh, no.
Second highest value in the game has just gone. Leaves us with envelope number 12, pumpkin. Now, it is still possible that pumpkin is a correct answer here, in which case you know it will have the 100,000 doots in it. Is it the correct answer? No, it is the vanilla was the correct answer. We're going to hide that away, show the information to the audience, and well, what do we think? It's a big miss on that 75,000 you could have had. But what do you think about envelope number 12? Where do you think that sits?
I thought it was the right answer. If it wasn't the right answer, I'm thinking it was the second or the closest to the correct answer. So I feel like we've still got an okay amount in play.
I have no idea.
I have a drawer. Togi, I'm not kidding. I have a drawer full of wax melts. So like, it's a weird thing that people are gonna learn about me. But I love me my wax melts. I love me my scented wax. I have for years.
Well, omelette number 12 could be your secret fortune.
And my favorite, by the way, is orange and cinnamon.
Ooh,
if you must.
That does sound nice. That so halfway point of round number 1. Let's have a look at the envelope selection for our audience. Though, of course, you should be aware of that if you're playing on Hackbox. It should already tell this information. This is just for those in Twitch chat that are playing along and just need a bit of a reminder of what envelopes they still have in the game. Okay, moving on to question number 4 of the round. Going over to Itogi for the pick.
8 and 16.
8 and 16. JB.
Let's do, if we're gonna do doubling, let's do 11 and 22.
11 and 22, another pair of doubles. Question number 4 is this. Which of these buildings is the tallest in feet?
I'm very scared now, given this little poem, that we're gonna have a question about underwear.
Here come your options. One World Trade Center, Burj Khalifa, Lotte World Tower, and Shanghai Tower. So we assign the envelopes, such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the building that is the tallest in feet. That's the one you're trying to keep, and you're going to bin the other 3. Though, I suppose it's going to be the tallest in whatever unit you measure in, really, isn't it? We're just obviously theming it. Any ideas?
I'm pretty sure Burj Khalifa is the tallest one.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking before the answers came up. I don't know how new Lotte World Tower or Shanghai Tower are, but I don't think One World Trade Center is as tall as the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah.
So, if anything, I would be most confident in binning 22.
Yeah, let's bin 22.
One World Trade Center, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, envelope number 22 going in the bin. Whose feet are we using? That's a question for another time, and not on this platform. Your secret
Don't make me get the klaxon out, Ash.
No, don't do it. Your secret fortune tonight will not be 3,000 dukes. Over on the left-hand side, Dev's 1,000 gambit is still in play. I will say that.
All right, Atogi, we're going to do something bold here. You ready? You ready to hear what the bold thing is?
Yes.
I have to pee, so you get to bin the next one. Be right back.
Okay.
We're playing an Oni here. So, Itogi, I guess you have sole control here. What are we bidding?
8?
Lottie World Tower? Is that the one you want to pick to bin?
Yep.
Okay. Well, with JB departed, you have the full honour of the pick here. Don't have to verify with JB. So we've gone with envelope number 8 for the Lottie World Tower. Your secret fortune tonight will not be possibly the first time I've had to accept just a single response. Oh no, I did do as a catch-up game at the end of one of the Quizmas editions. I did have to do that.
Is this how I'll remember it? The one with the 1-inch bladder?
Maybe only. Yes, maybe only. Thank you for the 100 bits. So the envelope value, by the way, is 6,000.
Oh.
It's over,
Great job, Atogi.
It's over on the left-hand side, and the 1,000 dukes gambit is still in play.
Oh. A little tip to anybody who wants to be a hot seat player: go to the bathroom before.
Yes. Always a wise decision.
I thought I could hold it in, but after question 3, my body is like, no, you're 40 years old. You can't do that anymore. Can we bin 11, please?
Shanghai Tower, you happy with that, Itogi?
Yep.
All right. The Tower of Shanghai is going. Your secret fortune tonight will not be, as I scroll down on my console, 14,000 dukes.
That's fine.
It's slightly larger, but still doing okay. 5 of 6 in the Power 6 still remaining, and you have the 100,000 still in play as well. Leaves you with envelope number 16 for Burj Khalifa. You sounded pretty confident going into this. Is that the right answer? It absolutely is, yes.
Wow, we even get applause. That's amazing.
Yeah, you get all the applause as well. I think it's become one of those quiz staples because it's one of those lists of things you kind of need to know as a quiz person. And yeah, the vast majority of the audience getting the right answer there. 88.9% of players going with the Burj Khalifa, standing at 2,717 feet. Then it was the Shanghai Tower was second place, 2,071. Then the Lottie World Tower, no one went for 1819 feet, and the One World Trade Center, no one went for the 1776 feet. So
I have a really dumb way of remembering the Burj Khalifa.
Oh,
because I don't call a burger, I call it a berg. So I'm like, hey, let's get a Burj Khalifa, and then I get funny looks. So
what do we think about envelope number 16 then?
100,000.
100,000. 50,000. Thinking Power 6 at the very least. Well, it could be your secret fortune. And this is the sort of final pick, because whatever you don't pick now will go into the final question. JB, 2 numbers, please.
I don't know how we're gonna theme this, Togi. I am going to pick. I'm gonna pick 14, obviously, and let's pick 7.
14-7. Okay, Itogi.
I don't know either. 10-15.
10-15. Okay, we'll leave us with 2 dominoes in the game. Question number 5 is this. Oh, that's new. That's definitely new. Oh, apparently I could do that with the envelopes. Cool. Hey, I could do a dance with the envelopes down here. In which Games Done Quick Marathon event did people give the most money? Was it Summer Games Done Quick 2023, Summer Games Done Quick 2022, Awesome Games Done Quick 2020, Awesome Games Done Quick 2022? So assign the envelope such that the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the GDQ event. That's where it raised the most money, where people gave the most money to. That's one you're keeping, and you're going to bin the other 3. So, GDQ. I mean, we just had the GDQ Express at TwitchCon, but these are the mainline events.
Yeah, we just watched the Metroid runs. That
Oh,
were
what, the
by
Taz, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely breaking one of my all-time favorite games. So, I remember they hit a record, and they haven't been able to match that. And if I remember, I think it was it was at one of the, oh god, I think it was either in 2022 or it was one of the SGDQs. I can't remember which. Or I could be completely off and think it's Awesome Games Done Quick 2020. It's been a minute.
It's definitely not 2020 because of financial problems for some people.
Yeah, I don't think SGDQ 2023 was it, so I would be fine bidding 7.
Yep.
Bidding the most recent, except outside of the Express event.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. SGDQ 2023 going into bin. Envelope number 7. Your secret fortune tonight will not be. It's on the left-hand side.
Is it 9?
It is the 9,000, yes.
Oh, good lord.
You're making quite a wide gap now. Got 4K up to 12K, though the 1K is still in play as well. 2 more to bin on this question.
10?
I kind of want to bin 14. Because I think generally the AGDQs raise more. I generally believe that. So
we can bin the 2020 because of reasons.
Because of the Rona? No, I think this was... I don't remember if this happened before or after we were all shut inside. That's the problem. But I think if we were... here's my reasoning. If it is 2020, I feel like it's going to have raised the most if it happened during lockdown, because we weren't going outside and doing anything. So I think people donated more.
I don't know.
What are we thinking? What are we binning?
I think we should bin 14.
Okay. Well, okay, bin 14.
SGDQ 2022, yeah?
Yeah.
On number 14 going in the bin. Alright. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... Bloody hell, you know how to make this a dramatic game. You're widening the gap even further. 12,000.
Oh my god.
You still have 5 of the Power 6. You still have the Max in play. You still have the 1,000 in play. 1 more to bin between the 2 AGDQs, 2020 and 2022.
I really have a feeling it's not 10.
You want to take 10 out?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna trust your gut then, because I could hem and haw about this all day. So if you want to rip the Band-Aid off, let's do it.
Yep.
On number 10, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
AGDQ 2020. Well, actually, this would have occurred just before all of the lockdown occurred, because this would have happened in January of 2020. The first online event was SGDQ 2020, if memory serves.
Okay.
So, this was still an in-person event. The secret fortune tonight will not be... $25,000 doots. 5 become 4. 4 of the Power 6 remaining, though it is the lowest of the Power 6. Still got a good right-hand side, and I mean, there's only 3 left on the left-hand side right now. 4,000, 2,000, and 1,000 still in play. That leaves you with AGDQ 2022, which was an online-only event. Even AGDQ 2023 was an online-only event. SGDQ, though, they did change it to be in person. Was AGDQ the best on this board? It was the best on this board.
Nicely done, Togi.
Also nicely done on your part because of summer games.
Yeah.
So yes,
But
traditionally
that was
speaking, the
brutal.
SGDQs do raise less, though SGDQ 2022 did a phenomenal performance in comparison. SGDQ 2023 did the worst out of all of these up here, 2.2 million. I mean, 2.2 million is still pretty damn good, but
Yes.
was the worst up here on the board. Then we're looking at SGDQ 2022 at 3.0 million, then AGDQ 2020 3.1 million, and AGDQ 2022 got $3.4 million raised, which is absolutely impressive. So 38.5% of our audience went the right way. Was a bit of a split decision, most going with the AGDQs versus the SGDQs. But what does that mean then for envelope number 15?
I'm pretty sure it's 30,000.
I would say 30 or 40, yeah.
30 or 40.
Yeah.
Well, no matter what it is, one of the power 6, and it could be your secret fortune.
And also, speaking of gaming for charity, plug.
Hey, I already did that earlier. I can't do it again. So let's load up the final 4, 13, 17, 18, and 19. For your final question in round 1, here it is. Going by their maximum Scoville heat units, or SHU, which of these peppers would be the spiciest to eat?
I hate you,
Is it
Danny.
Pepper X, Infinity Pepper, Ghost Pepper, or Carolina Reaper? We've assigned the envelope, switch out the envelope with the greatest value is assigned to the pepper with the maximum Scoville heat unit value and would be the spiciest to eat. That's the one you're keeping, and you're going to bin the other 3. Pepper X, formerly Pepper Twitter, says Ralph in chat. Don't give Elon ideas.
Speaking of Pepper X, I'm 100% sure it's the correct answer.
Pepper
Because
X?
yeah, I'm watching Hot Ones. They recently presented the Pepper X as the hottest pepper.
I just know that there's just been such a, oh, this is the hottest pepper, this is the hottest pepper. I feel, if you feel like it's Pepper X, I'm going to go with you.
It's definitely not Carolina Reaper.
I don't think it's Carolina Reaper. It used to be the spiciest, and then Ghost Pepper. I know Infinity Pepper's pretty spicy, but I would be fine binning 13 and 19 off the bat.
Yeah, 13?
Yeah, let's bin 13.
Ghost Pepper? Okay.
Yeah.
That one's going in the bin. Pepper spray is now Elon Musk. Jesus Christ. Secret Fortune
No, things
tonight.
Elon Musk says are pepper spray.
Secret Fortune tonight will not be Dev, the gambit's over.
Oh, wah wah.
1,000 out of the game means a minimum 2,000 dukes win now.
You feel good with taking Carolina off the board as well, Togi?
Yep.
All right. You seem pretty authoritative on this, so I'm following your lead.
Carolina Reaper,
So,
is that what you're going for?
Yes, throw it in the trash because I'm not putting that in my mouth.
Yeah.
I've already had enough hot liquid things.
I'm gonna say, have you done one of like the one chip challenges before?
I've done a one chip challenge for Extra Life. I may do another one because Mondo's volunteering to do it with me. I also just drank a bunch of shots of hot sauce on my stream on Saturday. So
Jesus. Yeah, I know. I'm fine with not doing any of that stuff myself. Number 19 going in the bin. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... Oh, man. 40,000.
Oh.
Big hit on that one. Big hit.
Okay.
Leaves you with only 3 of the Power 6 now in a staggered formation. You've got one more to bin between Pepper X and Infinity Pepper.
Are you still confident on Pepper X, Togi?
Yes.
Because I feel like if it is Infinity Pepper, we're going to bin another Power 6. I feel like we may have plucked 3 of the Power 6 here, which is going to be painful.
I feel like Infinity is not the highest.
Okay. Then we'll bin Infinity.
Yep.
Okay, both in agreement, binning the Infinity Pepper. I mean, it has Infinity in it. Surely that means it has Infinity Scoville heat units.
Why don't you have one and report back?
Yeah, I'm not going to, but also that just couldn't be possible in a finite world. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... It's not a Power 6.
Oh.
16,000 dukes. You widened the gap even further. So you've got lonely 2,000 and 4,000 on the left-hand side. Then it's a rapid jump up to 22,000, 30,000, 50,000, and then the max 100,000. So you do know that somewhere in your selection you do have the 100k in play, and you also have 2 other of the Power 6. So
I feel like we did good work here, Togi.
50% of your envelope selection is a Power 6 value. Now let's
I think too.
Now let's find out, Itogi, were you right all along with Pepper X? Absolutely the right answer, and Itogi, your knowledge of hot ones is also absolutely on the money. Yes, it was recently given the Guinness World Record for hottest pepper at a rating of 2,693,000 Scoville heat units. Then you're looking at the Carolina Reaper in second place at 2.2 million. Then it's the Infinity Pepper at 1.25 million. And then it's the Ghost Pepper at a crazy number
100k in play.
100k in play, very much that City Cat. But yes, 1,041,427 Scoville heat units. That's a very interesting exact number that they've managed to get for the Ghost Pepper, but not for any of the others. But very well done, Itogi. Great knowledge keeps you in with a big value. And, well, I mean, what does that mean then for envelope number 18?
100,000?
Let's hope so.
Well, it's only one of 2 possible values based off how we played this particular round, and it could be your secret fortune. And that is round 1. And you have done very well indeed in round number 1, keeping 3 of the Power 6 still in play, though you've got the 2,000 and 4,000 that we need to get rid of. Rather sharpish. These are the envelopes for everyone in the audience. And that's what you're going to be playing with personally. Moving on into round number 2. Though, of course, we're going to hide all of the numbers away on each of the questions, so it doesn't really matter. But that's what you're playing with, and hopefully you still have the 100,000 in play somewhere in your collection. Itogi and JB certainly do. Somewhere amongst these envelopes, 9, 23, 12, 16, 15 and 18, one of them is the 100,000 doots and will pay $50 to Extra Life. 50, 30 will also pay $10 to Extra Life. The other 3, though, will not pay anything, but will still pay doots to the value of 22,000, 4,000 or 2,000. So we move on into round number 2, where we flip the script somewhat. Instead of asking a question of which is the greatest, we're now going to ask a question of which of these is the worst, or the lowest, or the smallest. You still need to pick just one. Well, sorry, in this round you're only picking one envelope, and you're picking to bin, as always. For you in Twitch chat, that's what you're actually doing now, is you're picking to bin. Follow what the question is asking for, and you will bin the lowest value, and you will keep the greater values in play. It is as simple as that. And hopefully On the outside of this, we will have 100,000 doots in our final envelope. So let's go on to your first question of round number 2. And it's time for the spooky. Which Halloween movie grossed the lowest amount of money worldwide? Was it Halloween H2O, Halloween 2, 2009, Halloween 2018, Halloween Ends, Halloween 2007, or Halloween Kills? And a reminder, we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the lowest value is assigned to the Halloween movie that grossed the lowest amount of money worldwide. You are picking just one to bin. No Hackbox response. Very interesting. Well, whisper an answer. I'll give you all a chance to whisper an answer to Quizbot 3000. It should still all work for those currently on Hackbox. So do that now, and we'll hopefully get things connected back in a moment. I'm giving you the option to whisper your answers now and pausing the game to allow you to do that. So I'm just going to give you like 15 seconds extra time to do that. And then I'll figure out what's going on with Hackbox, because it should have transitioned over. I'm kind of curious as to why it hasn't. Because I haven't seen any errors saying it hasn't. Anyway, we are now moving on. And hopefully I've received a lot of letters now in Twitch chat, which is good. Yes, it's A through F. They even told you in the Quizbot message, and that there is now time. Let me see if I can disconnect and reconnect Hackbox somewhat. I mean, it should do that automatically in the background. So yeah, I'm kind of curious as to why it hasn't done that. Well, we'll see what happens. It might be that we all have to revert to Twitch chat for a moment. Either way, JB and Atogi, what are we thinking here?
Oh my goodness. I like the Halloween movies. I'm a big fan of them. I would say that I know that the Halloween 2s have never been particularly strong. I know the reboots were pretty good. This is just my own personal taste. H2O is actually underappreciated, and I love it. It's really good. I know the Ends and Kills did really well. I believe... I don't remember if it's the second Halloween OG or the second Halloween from the reboot that did the worst.
Probably the OG because of...
But, like, I cannot overstate how much I love this franchise. I would be fine binning Halloween 2.
I'm fine also.
Like, I'm torn between that and 2018, but I would say Halloween 2. We should bend that.
Yeah.
Halloween 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it didn't play a noise. Well, that's interesting. Why
is it broken?
Why didn't it play a noise? That's the first time I've had... Yeah, it's supposed to be dong. Why didn't it play a noise? That's curious. I mean, it selected it. And here I can see the select sound code. We haven't hit an exception in the code.
I got this. Selection sound dot wave. There we go. We're good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm more curious. I'm guessing that's also what's happened with the Hackbox game then, is that it's all just sort of brought everything to a kind of a halt. Let me try that. Well, I've reconnected to Hackbox on my side of things. We'll see if the game progresses from here. Let's see what envelope number is assigned to Halloween 2 2009. Oh, there's the noise.
Yay!
There's the noise. Okay.
Fingers crossed, everybody.
Sure. It's all happening right now. I did do the timer thing for the soft timer thing. I'm sure I did. Anyway, let's see the envelope number assigned to Halloween 2 2009. Thank you, game. 23.
I feel good about that. I know that was one of the ones that we didn't get right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find out. Your secret fortune tonight will not be... Well, you're not widening the gap. 2,000 toots!
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Minimum win goes into 4,000. That was the perfect answer. Grossed 39 million at box office worldwide. One to avoid, though, was Halloween 2018. That one grossed $259 million worldwide. And
Ash, were you gonna show? Oh, I guess we know what is left. Never mind.
Screen advance on Hackbox. Hey, we've got Hackbox back again. Yeah, confusingly, this was a sequel to the original 1978 film Halloween, despite being called Halloween. Anyway, none of it makes sense.
No, you have to understand that franchise makes no sense with its fucking sequels.
It's very stupid. Anyway, well done on picking the best envelope there. Only 2 players in the audience also picked the same. There was a lot of choices there for H2O. 55 million was the second best to pick actually on the board. There was H2O, so a good pick nonetheless. And let's put that all away. Now that hopefully Hackbox is still in the game and everything is still fine. So yeah, now you'll know for future reference, if for some reason Hackbox dies, you can still answer as a Twitch Whisper, and it should still accept that as an answer, even though you're a Hackbox player. It's just a backdoor entry for those weird cases when that happens. So we need to get rid of that 4,000, and that means you've got a minimum 22,000 win.
Oh.
Here comes your next question. Question number 2. Which of these fictional characters have the shortest real first name? MacGyver, the Artful Dodger from Oliver Twist, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, Doc Brown from Back to the Future, and Professor Layton. So, as a reminder, we have assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the lowest value is assigned to the fictional character has the shortest real first name. And that's the one you're picking to bin, and you're keeping the other 4. Can you work out any of these names?
I know Shaggy is Norbert.
Is it Norville?
It's Norville, yeah. Which is Norvil. That's 8 letters. So I figured
we measured each name in feet, yes.
Yes, in feet.
Whose feet?
I don't know. I don't know any of these other ones, so I am...
Yeah.
It's... I want to avoid Shaggy. I think Shaggy's going to be the one to avoid. I just don't know any of the other ones. What out of those 4, what would stand out to you? Like I don't want to pick Shaggy.
MacGyver, probably.
You want to take MacGyver out?
Yeah.
All right. We don't need any more duct tape where we're going, so I guess we're going to take out MacGyver.
Both happy with MacGyver?
No, but I'm not confident in any
You're
of the other
happy enough
answers,
with an
so.
answer, at least.
Yeah.
Yes.
MacGyvering, okay, that's what we're doing here. So, let's find out what envelope number is assigned to MacGyver.
If it's like Rumpelstiltskin or some super fragilistic expialidocious, I'm going to be pissed.
Envelope number 9. Any ideas?
That was our early one, and if that was the 900 one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's going to be like our 22 or our 30. I think we're going to be saying goodbye to something here.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely going to be saying goodbye to something. We can guarantee that, but how much is that something?
Thanks, Ash.
Is whether it's something or something substantial.
I think one of our middling values is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out. Your secret fortune tonight will not be 22,000 doots.
Oh God. Okay. Well, it's either power 6 or crap.
Yeah, that's the kind of game you've got now. Yes, and you were second best pick there. MacGyver's first name is Angus MacGyver. 5 letters long. Best answer to go for was the Artful Dodger from Oliver Twist, whose full name is Jack Dawkins. So 4 letters long for that. Doc Brown's first name is Emmett. Emmitt. And then you've got Professor Layton. His first name is Herschel. And you're absolutely right. Norville Roberts is the real name of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo and the one to avoid. But, I mean, look at that. The audience all very split there. Lots of even picks on the board. And Oliver Twist's Artful Dodger was the best on the board. Let's put that away. So you've got 4 envelopes still in play. How are you feeling at the moment?
Well, at least we didn't choose the longest one.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to suss out Norville was the longest one. I would love this game a lot more if the 4,000 is off the board.
Well,
and so would the kids.
Let's see. Here comes your next question. Which of these international football teams, and by that I mean, I believe, soccer, has qualified for the fewest men's FIFA World Cup tournaments? Chile, Peru, Morocco, and Wales. So we've assigned the envelopes such that the envelope with the lowest value is assigned to the men's FIFA World Cup team that has qualified for the fewest of the World Cup tournaments in the men's FIFA World Cup tournament. Words are hard. That's the one you're picking to bin. You're keeping the other 3. So, football, but not the one you're thinking, JB.
I mean, I'm okay with ankle sphere. Anyways,
I think it's Wales.
My thought was either Morocco or Wales. I would keep Chile or Peru because as much as mid Peru is, that joke's a year old. Oh my God. Yeah, I would feel like the South American countries are going to be good at soccer. So Morocco was my first guess. I feel like Wales might make it in, but I also feel like that they're the redheaded stepchild of football in the UK. Apologies to all the Welsh people watching. You could send those letters to @_bash.
No. Good try.
If Wales was your first instinct, I would be okay with that, but I lean a little bit toward Morocco.
I'm still choosing Wales.
Okay.
Wales.
Wales to bin?
Wales to bin.
Okay. Wales is going in the bin. Let's find out the envelope number assigned to Wales.
Please don't be what I think it is.
Is it 12?
I was dreading 18 turning up. I don't remember what 12 was.
Okay.
I don't remember either.
Let's find out. Your secret fortune tonight will not be...
Oh.
At least 4,000.
Don't sigh like that to me. I hear that.
4,000 doots!
Yeah! You son of a...
Yes, I could do drama here, folks.
Oh.
$10 to Extra Life guaranteed, but can you make it 50? Let's reveal the answers now. Unfortunately, they're revealing in the wrong order, but there are 25.69 up here on the board. Wales, a total of twice. Peru,
Danny,
5
you son of a
times.
bitch.
Morocco, 6 times. And Chile was the worst pick on the board with 9 times on the board. So, yes, Wales, a lot of people picking Wales to win there was a good choice. Unfortunately, 2 players picking
Happy
the worst.
November, everyone. Love to all you bashers.
Hello there, K-Jars. Thank you very much for the 5-month resub, and happy November to you too as well. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well, and also keeping warm and everything. Wales was the good pick. Let's put that question away and let's have a look at our audience situation.
Great instinct on that, Togi.
And there are the envelopes for all of our audience players still in the game, though, of course, those on Hackbox should still be seeing that on their Hackbox devices so long as Hackbox is still connected. Right, 2 more questions left. Can you hold on to the 100,000 doots? Let's find out, shall we? Penultimate question. As the crow flies, which of these saintly places is the shortest distance from Hell, Michigan?
I love this question
Sal
already.
Vicente, Cape Verde, St. Bees, UK, or St. Malo, France? So, we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the lowest value is assigned to the saintly place that is the shortest distance, as in closest to Hell, Michigan. That's the one you're picking to bin, and you're keeping the other 2 that you believe are further away from Hell, Michigan.
I don't know about Cape Verde. Where is it? Do you know, G?
I believe it's like African. I think it's like an African island.
Oh.
Which leads me to believe, I mean, if it's, I just don't know what part of Africa, but
Well, let's choose bees then.
I'm not sure. I'm just kind of thinking if it's an Atlantic island, I think Africa juts out further into the Atlantic than the UK than Europe does.
Yeah.
So if by that logic, I'd want to bin Cape Verde, I think. But this is a wild guess, but I'm trying to logic this out because, like,
the thing is, we need to have the shortest distance.
yeah, so we want to bin the shortest one.
Yeah.
So I would say on that logic, I would say Cape Verde because, like, the way that they have done maps, like traditionally, like up until very recently, was they made Africa tiny, but Africa is much bigger than it is. So everybody thinks the UK and France are closer to America, but that's not necessarily the case. I would say Cape Verde.
What are we doing? Which one have we been in?
I think it's still UK. It's still closer than Cape Verde.
Okay.
Split the difference and go France then.
That would just make us want to surrender.
Yeah.
I trusted you on Wales. Can you trust me on this one?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna bin Cape Verde,
You happy that it's
and then
okay?
we can bicker about the last 2 all we want.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's in that North Atlantic area.
So it's been it.
You're bidding it. Okay. Just wanted to hear confirmation to be absolutely sure. So we're bidding Sal Vicente, Cape Verde. What envelope number is assigned to that?
Please don't be 18.
Now the thing is, we know they're all power 6 values.
Yeah. I also really want that $50 for charity. Goddammit! So now I'm like, all right, we're doing this.
18. The one you said you didn't want to see. Though we haven't had any definitive proof yet of what any of these envelopes really are. One we know is a 50-50, and both those two 50-50 options are still there.
I think we've lost the 50.
Mm-hmm.
That's your saving grace, that this is the lower of the 50-50 that we are aware of.
And if it is St. V's, I will donate $10 myself for not trusting you, Atogi.
Okay.
Your secret fortune tonight will not be $100,000.
Oh no.
It was the furthest away of all these, and well, I mean, you said it yourself, JB. If St. B's was closest, and it is, St. B's was the closest of all of these three, at a distance of 5,740 kilometers. Then it was Saint-Malo, France, 6,106. Then it was São Vicente, Cape Verde, 6,230 kilometers was the worst to pick. So they're all pretty damn close in a sort of grand circle. Unfortunately, yes, Cape Verde was the furthest away, and therefore you have just binned the 100,000 dudes. I mean, look at the audience there. They're pretty split on everything. They didn't know which the right answer was. Unfortunately, does mean the $50 to Extra Life goes away. Means we have already.
I'm genuinely sad.
We have guaranteed the $10. We know that is the final result of this game. It's now just for your own personal benefit now, whether it's a 30,000 or 50,000 doot finish. Itogi, how are you feeling after that?
Of course, it has to be. It had to be bees.
It had to be bees, he says.
Bees.
Oh, goodness me. JB, how are you feeling?
I am gutted.
It's okay, JB. It's okay.
It's still $10 to Extra Life. It's still $10.
Yeah, but you know you always want to play for the big one, and I had convinced myself that I was right and I was wrong.
I mean, I know the way the logic going is just, yeah, unfortunately they were just a bit too close in their sort of comparisons there, but yeah, unfortunately the wrong way to go. Just shake it off. But one final question. One final question. 30,000 and 50,000 in play. Let's see if we can get you a 50,000 dupe finish. Question 5 of round 2 is this. Which horror movie franchise video game was released less long ago? Who said that?
Most recently?
Yeah, most recently. Less long ago, as in most recently.
Remember at bashed cheer 100.
Yes, remember to RTFQ. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Sunny Cats. Yes. Shakespeare, is that you? Yes. Which horror movie franchise video game was released less long ago? Your options are A Nightmare on Elm Street for the NES, or Friday the 13th for the NES. Oh, wow. So, as a reminder, we've assigned the envelope such that the envelope with the lowest value is assigned to the horror movie franchise video game that was released less long ago, as in most recently. That is the one you're picking to bin, and you're keeping the other one that you think was released earlier, I guess, is the best way to describe that.
I have a feeling that both of them are LJN classic.
I was about to say LJN garbage right here.
Classic.
So here's my thing. We're raising $10 no matter what, so I'm fine with keeping either or. My gut says it was Friday the 13th, but
Same. I honestly say same. Let's bin Friday the 13th.
All right, let's do it. We'll bin Friday the 13th.
Yep.
Okay.
On Wednesday the 1st.
On Wednesday, the 1st of November, we are binning Friday, the 13th of November. That's the one going in the bin. Okay. It's the final question. Let's have a look at the envelope numbers assigned to both of these options. Oh yeah, I forgot there were two adjacent numbers. 15 and 16. So number 15 is assigned to Friday the 13th that you're picking to bin. Envelope number 16 is assigned to A Nightmare on Elm Street NES that you are keeping. Now, at this point, we don't really care about the one we're binning. All we care about now is the one that you are keeping, because that is the one that contains your actual secret fortune. And tonight, your secret fortune is...
No matter what, we did great.
Yeah, we did.
It's a Power 6 victory nonetheless. 30,000 doots!
I'll take it.
Just zigged instead of zagging at the end, but still. A good result nonetheless. The years in question. Friday the 13th, that was released February of 1989. Nightmare on Elm Street, that was released October of 1990. So there was a whole year and a half between them, according to the numbers. So at the end of your game, it's 30,000 dukes to you each, but also $10 to Extra Life, which I will sort out in a moment, so long as I can log into PayPal and all that stuff. I need my password and everything to do that. JB and Itogi, how do you feel after that?
We finished with the Power 3. It was a bummer we didn't get the 100K, but I'm happy with how we did.
I'm very happy with how we did.
It was a great performance nonetheless, just that one moment where we should have trusted the bee's gut instead. Let's mute the audio and load up the audience standings to see how they all did. And we have two top prize winners, Pop Ramen and Oni, both getting the full 100,000 doots. Congratulations to you two. Basudis with 75,000, Ralph and Yellowtail with 50,000, a whole row and an extra bit with 40,000. Four players with 30,000, Shiru with 25,000, Nata with 22, Kolo with 20, Lottie with 16, Midget on the Internet, and Mr. Vertigo with 14,000, Puzzle on 12, Suddycat Cetra on 10, Charlemagne on 8, Kendo on 5, It's I Teach on 1,000, Opsy on 500, and the rest just in for the free 100 doots. Very well done to you all. JB Itogi, I hope you had fun.
Of course.
We really had.
Yeah, Otogi had some great pulls, and then
And you also.
I hate Cape Verde. I thought I hated Peru, but now I hate Cape Verde.
I'm never going to.
Well, thank you very much for playing, and well, JB, I will be seeing you on Saturday, won't I?
Yeah, enjoy second place.
Sure, whatever. Yeah, do all that kind of stuff. It's on. It's definitely on. Though I'm worried about what Ape's going to write for questions.
I'm not. If I don't, my psychology is if I don't worry about what Ape's writing, then I'll do fine. Because if I go in thinking Ape's going to write some bull crap and Ape writes some bull crap that I wasn't expecting, then I'm going to be mad. So I just know that I'm going to get bull crap.
Well, JB Toki, thank you very much for playing. Have a good Extra Life charity event, JB, no matter what. And we'll see you both later. Take care.
Yeah, it starts at 10 a.m. British or 10 p.m. British time.
We'll say
tomorrow,
not 10 a.m. because otherwise that's like silly o'clock for you.
Yeah, no, I like sleeping. It's wonderful.
It's definitely very nice if you can sleep. Take care. See you soon.
All right, later.
Bye. Can we have the donate link? You can indeed have the donate link. There it is for you. So, very, very close to a 100,000 Dukes win. Unfortunately, Cape Verde did them in at that point in round number 2. But thank you to Danny Gambit for the wonderful pack of Secret Fortune, and again to Inca for proofing that pack. I'm going to sort out this donation right now, so give me a couple of minutes while I sort that out, and then we will load up into Kenda's game of Relativity in a moment. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Do whatever you want to do to the dials, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Relativity! And let's just get straight on into it. The room code is UMLM to join in on this pack of Relativity written by Kenda. Proofed by Alex, aka Oni. Thank you very much again to Danny for that Secret Fortune pack early on. That was a really great game. Lots of fun and lots of spooky themes running through it as well. You don't MLM. You think they're evil, do you, Tadari? Oh, well, okay. Well, I mean, you can feel free to not join them. Only with 100 bits.
It's Kenda's French Relativity. Liberté. Égalité. Relativité.
The text-to-speech. You know text-to-speech. You can switch accent if you wish. Liberté, égalité, and relativité. It's kind of there, but not quite there. It certainly tried. It certainly gave it an effort. This one is only on Twitch, by the way. So if you're trying to join on Hackbox, unfortunately, it's not Hackbox capable just yet. Though this one is one of the ones again earmarked for Hackbox upgrade, though not Hackbox requirement. So you'll still be able to play in Twitch regardless. But at least this one has anytime entry, so it should be a lot of fun. So yes, we've got a wonderful pack from Kenda, and well, there's certain things going on with this pack as well. Should I spoil the information? No, I'm not going to spoil the information because that would be too easy. It'd be way too easy for you if I spoiled any information for you right now. So I'm going to leave that in the dark for the time being for you to work it out. Hackboxification is the technical... okay, I did not realise that, David. I now know what the technical term is. Have no idea how this works. It's very simple, Riddick fan. as Score says, it's basically a guessing game, this one. I ask you questions, you give me numerical answers. Whisper them to Quizbot 3000 as a whisper message, and all is good. Though round one, we kind of break the rules a little, and instead of asking for a number, we're asking you whether it's lower, equal, or higher than the number we say. But that's the only round where we break the rules, and it's really, really simple. You can confirm that Hackbox has high user acceptance with board students continuing research data. That's what we like to see. And I would also say I'm very much liking what I'm seeing over on Topper's side of things, with what looks to be a Hackbox preview of Checklist with some progress bars in the background. Yes, I would love it when people are experimenting with CSS background stuff, because you could do all sorts of crazy shit with that, and I love seeing that. I really do adore seeing some progress bars on things, because that's amazing. And also, have you looked into the key element in Hackbox as well, as in on the component itself, not keys for entering in on choices, but the key thing, because that allows you to maintain state across different state changes. So if you've got things like where you need to change how things work, how things are displayed, but still maintain the state of a certain thing, such as like the choices selection, then if it's keyed alike, then it maintains that state. It's really useful. Very, very useful. Is it major or minor? It's whatever you want it to be, Bassoonist. It could even be augmented or Dorian. I suppose they're modes rather than keys, but anyway, you get the idea. Here, there's 19. It does work, Dev, because I've tested it. Along with lots of other stuff, because I've added things to Hackbox directly, and now I'm about to push some changes to Hackbox Unity side of things, so that we could do grids on choices. We can actually do grids with the choices rather than just have a long list of things. 19 keys when? I could certainly potentially do 19. Did someone say grids? I once, yes. Grids coming grids are technically already live on Hackbox, the website, but I haven't done all of the integration yet in Hackbox Unity, though I have changes to put up for that. So hopefully that will happen very, very soon. You're pressed to find the L1 submission only. True. Well, if you send a payload that has a different key and then send a payload that has a different back to the other key, then it invalidates it. So maybe you could work around by doing that. It sounds a bit kludgy, maybe, though. But if it's a different key, it will invalidate the selection. That's a workaround, maybe. Anyway, that's Hackbox. This game doesn't have that yet, and it will do soon, maybe. I have many more things I need to do instead, involving Hackbox and other things. I think it's time, folks, to launch into hyperspace to get this game underway. It's got anytime entry anyway, so anyone that's still lurking and hasn't joined, you can join in late. So let's go and play Relativity! And here comes round one, known as General Relativity. So in this round, we're going to give you a statement about a number. Your objective is to determine whether we are telling the truth or not. If you think the number in the statement is right, then you will say equal. If you think, though, it is lower, you say lower. If you think it's higher, then just say higher. If you are right, then you get points. Simple as that. You can also use some shortcuts. L for lower, H for higher, E for equal. You can even use the less than symbol, the equal symbol, the greater than symbol. You've got lots of choices. G for greater, F for fewer. The Twitch chat bot will tell you all of the things. Whisper to Quizbot 3000 if you can. If you're on mobile, you can use public chat. It should delete your message away. Just be aware of that fact. Good luck, and let's go with question number 1. The creature named Bagheera Kiplingi has 8 legs. That number 8, is that lower, equal, or higher? just getting in time there. Make Ash say things from the get-go. Yeah, very much so. I've no idea what this word is. I mean, I've heard of a Bagheera from, like, the Jungle Book and that, but I've no idea if that's anything to do with what we're talking about here, because, I mean, 8 legs, we're sort of suggesting that might be, like, arachnid, like a spider or something. Dunno. Let's see where everyone's gone. Oh yeah, I forgot that bug's still there. We've got all the player names in round 1. So 16 say lower, 7 say equal, 5 say higher. It's Bagheera. Oh god, not Madeira Topper. Let's see. What's the correct answer? The creature named Bagheera Kiplingi has exactly 8 legs. It is a species of jumping spider found in Central America, including Mexico, Costa Rica, and Guatemala. Almost all spiders and arachnids have 8 eyes and 8 legs. So 8 was the correct answer. Equal was going for, I mean, yeah, sure, whatever. And 7 going the right way for 500 points apiece. Well done. Let's slide you on up out the way, and we move on to question number, jumping spider. I know. They have learned to adapt to jump. Get your flame torches out or something. Anyway, question number 2. Oh, the number's back again. There are 8 different dumb ways to die in the first Dumb Ways to Die song. The lower, equal, or higher? It's 8 again. JB, just getting an answer in time. Okay. Let's slide you up and see. You like 8. We can see that, Kenda. Let's see where you've gone. Oh, goodness me. Loads saying higher. 88% of you saying there are more than 8 different dumb ways to die. Only Bassoonist believes that's the right number. JPB and Miss Vertigo say there are fewer than 8 different dumb ways to die. Well, the correct answer is there are 21 different dumb ways to die. The general message is that trains are dangerous, and it would be very dumb to die because of one. The song is composed of 4 verses that each include 4 dumb ways to die, and a bridge that includes 5 other ways to die. A few notable examples include use a clothes dryer as a hiding place. That's a dumb way to die. And eat a tube of super glue. That's definitely a dumb way to die. 24 going the right way for 500 points. That's your sample you're getting, Topper. That's the sample you're getting. If you're struggling for time, Ruddick fan, you might want to put on the low latency mode on the stream. Alternatively, just keep an eye on Twitch chat. As always, Twitch chat is king here. As soon as you see the message in the Twitch chat, that is when the question is live, regardless of what you see on stream. Okay, moving on to question number 3. The movie 21, but not the topic of the question, starring Jim Sturgis as head of a team of card counting taking on casino in Las Vegas, first came out in 2005. That's the number in question, is 2005. Lower, equal, or higher? Sneaky. Sneaky Kenda. Giving us fake numbers to look at here. Movie 21 starring Jim Sturgis as head of a team of card counters taking on casinos in Las Vegas first came out in 2005. The year is what we're looking at here, lower, equal, higher. Let's see where you've gone. 17 say it was lower, as in older, like 2004, 2003, etc. Equal say 5 players, and 6 believe higher, as in 2006, 2007, etc. Upwards that way. Let's find out. The correct answer is it was higher. 2008 was the year, 3 years greater in total. The film is based on the book Bringing Down the House that was written by Ben Mesrick in 2003. And the book also inspired the movie The Last Casino that came out in 2004. 6 players went the right way, each getting, as I edit the sheets, that's not a good idea, getting 500 doots each. Yes, all the points in this game are converted into doots at the end. Moving on then to question number 4. Are we going to be seeing 2008 somewhere, maybe? Yes, we are. The circumference of the Earth at the equator is 2008 furlongs. Lower, equal, or higher? Furlongs. Interesting. Now there is time. How do you recall the imperial measures? You're fascinated by a system of measures. Yeah, what's a furlong? Says not a cat. Well, we can tell you that in a moment. Let's see where you've all gone. So only Flyboy in the middle believes that is exactly 2008 furlongs. 7 believe it is fewer than 2008 furlongs. 17 players say it is greater than 2008 furlongs. So the furlong has been standardized to equal 201.1680 meters. Alternatively, I think that's 220 yards is sort of the imperial measure for a furlong. And the accepted diameter of Earth at the equator is 12,756,000 meters. So, do the division on that, you get to 63,410 furlongs. Yes, quite considerably a longer distance than what we were asking originally. So yes, 63,410 furlongs was the correct answer. Higher was what you needed to say. 17 of you going the right way for 68% of you for 500 points apiece. You're confusing furlongs and fathoms. Fathoms are more like a depth measure rather than a length measure. Though I suppose it's still technically a one-dimensional measure. It can sort of still work the same way. Anyway, moving on to question number 5. Are we going to be seeing 63,410 somewhere? Yes, we are. The prize reward given out for the 2023 BBC National Short Story Award is £63,410. Lower, equal, or higher? Let's get rid of you there. Time is up. Le Mantra was built to keep us away, says. Was it built? I don't think it was built, it just happened, but happy accidents, maybe. Let's see where we go. Okay, interesting. Not a single soul believes it is greater than £63,410. I mean, it's the BBC. They don't have the budget, do they? 6 believe that's the right number, and 21 believe it is lower than £63,410. Was I there when I heard the documents? No, I wasn't. That's true. So I would not know then. Only I'm just positing a guess. As you're all doing here, you're positing a guess, I suppose. Anyway, £63,410, lower, equal, or higher? It was lower. Like I say, it's the BBC. They don't have the budget. £15,000 was the top prize there. Best-selling author and UEA creative writing lecturer Naomi Wood was the winner of the 18th BBC National Short Story Award, receiving £15,000 for the story known as Comorbidities. I'll say the word again. Comorbidities. In before I make a game show out of me trying to say things. 21 went the right way with the lower. Let's put that away. One final question then in round number 1. And we need to make Ash say things out. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I should probably do something like that. Much like how Lee has to do with drinking when he makes mistakes or flubs on stream. We should have, whenever I flub a word or something, we'll do something for that. Ding! Yes, but have the ding play like 20 seconds too late. Question number 6. Are we going to be seeing 15,000? Yes, we are. A baker's dozen of a baker's dozen of a baker's dozen of breads is 15,000 breads. Lower, equal, or higher? A baker's dozen of a baker's dozen of a baker's dozen of breads. What is this compound math here? It's all about bread. Bread. Where you gone? Okay, just puzzled down in the middle, went with exactly 15,000. 9 believe it's greater than 15,000 breads. It's strange, it's strange expressing it breads as a plural noun like that, but I guess it makes sense in this sentence that it is. 16 though believe it is lower than 15,000 breads. Let's find out. I mean, Matt's saying, is it 13 cubed? Well, that's kind of what we're doing. It's 13 by 13 by 13. So you can express it as 13 cubed. Oh yeah, Baker's dozen if you didn't know was 13. Correct answer is lower at 2,197 breads. That was the total there. And 16 of you went the right way with saying lower bread. So that's the end. Round number 1. Let's have a look at scores. Math is indeed very hard, Pop Ramen. No perfect performances in round 1, though we have a tie for first place across 5 players. Shiru, Topper 1, KS, Tadaru, and Nick all getting 5 of 6 in the first round on 2,500. Abimi, Kjars, Ralph, Puzzledan, Pop Ramen, Brian, and Opsy for a tie for 6th place there. That's a big tie for 6th place on 2,000. JB, Silver Electron, Shanamane, Itogi, Pokenuts, Flyboy, and Monster M4N tie for 13th place on 1,500. Miss Vertigo, Nata, Matt, and Not a Cat, and DMC, and the Bassoonist, and JPB, and Colo on a tie for 20th place. Rudik with 500, and Dev is just having a bit of fun right now. But there's still plenty of time to get plenty of points as we move on into round number 2, which is range relativity. So now it's time for you to give me some numbers. I will ask you a question. The answer will be a whole number. It might be positive, it might be negative, I will say that. And it's your job to be as close as you can to the correct answer. Because the closer you are, the more points that you will get. You can get a maximum of 1,000 if you hit the answer right on the nose. Though, if you are the furthest away from the correct answer, you will score absolutely nothing. And then it's a sliding scale in between that range. We'll give you the question. We will give you a range of possible answers, and your answer will lie somewhere within the range. Your job, just give me what you believe is as close to the answer as you can. You're not expected to know it exactly, but maybe you can reckon how close you can get. Good luck. Here's question number 1. US bakery chain Panera Bread got called out in late 2022 for the caffeine content of their charged lemonade. How many milligrams of caffeine would you consume with a large cup? Answer between 50 and 500 milligrams. Last few seconds to get an answer in. And that there is time. Pop's message getting deleted by the bot because it's being a bit overly sensitive while the question is still live. Remember this story, but don't remember that stat, says Pop Ramen. Okay. Well, let's have a look to see where you've all gone. Let's put you on the slide. We have a very wide range of answers here. Matt's gone just one above the minimum on 51 milligrams, and Nata's gone to the maximum of 500 milligrams. In between that, we've got 3 players on 100 milligrams. We've got a 222, a 225, a 269, a 300, and yeah, lots of interesting guesses. No particular clump to say other than the 100 crew there from Shiru, Ralph, and Bassoonist. Let's find out what is the correct answer. $390 milligrams. Rudik fan only off by 10, getting the most points, that being 971 points. Then it was Chalamet 941, and then it was KS 926 points. So the measure in question here, this cup was 900 millilitres of lemonade, so quite a lot, and it contains 530 calories and 390 milligrams of caffeine, with 1 cup just shy of the recommended maximum daily amount of caffeine by the FDA in the USA and the EFSA in the UK. For reference, a cup of coffee, just a general cup of Joe, that contains on average 80 milligrams of caffeine. To quote Slate's magazine, is Panera Bread trying to kill us? Potentially so. 390 milligrams is a lot. That is a lot of milligrams in a single cup. Ruddick fan doing the best there, and you can see all the other points. Fortunately, Matt, you were the furthest away, getting nothing. Oh boy, that's a lot of caffeine. So let's work off the energy. Moving on to question number 2. It's a Scrabble question. Sorry, folks. Ignoring the board, how many points are available in the English version of Scrabble if you only count each letter once? Answer between 1 and 250. So regardless of what happens on the board, don't care about any bingos or anything like that. Just the letter tiles themselves. What's the grand total? And that there is... So blank is 10,000 points, says Kenda. Maybe in like the Uno reverse version of Scrabble, possibly. But not in the traditional form, anyway. Let's have a look to see where you've all gone. All in the middle. No one's gone low and no one's gone high. K-Jars with the lowest guess of 53, then Pop on 55. We've got 3 players with a nice 69. Chaos Tadara and ABME with 120. Flyboy with 169. JPB is the greatest guess we've got on 187. So, I mean, the blanks, unfortunately, they are worth absolutely nothing to you. But you'll get a point for each of the A's, E's, I's, L's, N's, O's, R's, S, T's and U's. You get 2 points each for the D's and G's, 3 points for the B, C, M's and P's, 4 points for the F, H, V, W's and Y's, 5 for the K's, 8 for the J's and X's, and 10s for the Q's and Z's. And if you add it all up, you get a total of... Well... You only counted letters once. It's 87. If you counted all the tiles, it would be considerably more. But if you only count each letter once, it's 87 in total. Nata was the best guess, 980. Monster, M for N, and Opsy, next best, 970. Then Mr. Vertigo, 890 for those guesses. No bullseye just yet, Kenda, but we've still got plenty of questions. It may still happen. Unfortunately, JPP, you were the furthest away, getting 0 on that. Hard luck. But still, plenty of opportunity to score lots and lots of points. Moving on then to... You tried guessing all 100, says Ape. Yeah, unfortunately, there was that extra caveat at the end if you only count each letter once. Important note. RTFQ before answering, yes. Definitely a good idea to do that. Though, thankfully, this question is... a little shorter. Don't you worry about that. What are you... Oni, are you doing a little dance for me? Thank you for doing the little dance on the sheet. Question number 3. Here it comes. When did Robert Walpole become the first ever Prime Minister of Great Britain? Answer between 1000 and 2000. Much simpler question. Yeah, I can see your highlight box, Oni. I can see your highlight box. I mean, it's nice to have a prompter on hand, I suppose. And that there is time. So yes, I guess a bit of basic knowledge if you care about the politics of a certain country. I mean, I live in said country and I don't really care about when this happened. I probably should do, but yeah. Was it Walpole? Says Puzzle Dan. Well, I mean, the question's asking Robert Walpole, so maybe. It didn't ask what year, asked when. Well, I mean, when is what year? So that's kind of what we're going for. Anyway, let's have a look at where you played. In feet. When in defeat did Robert Walpole become first ever Prime Minister of Great Britain? Okay, lowest guess we've got is Pop Rawa with the year 1400 and a monster with 1420. We've got a 1600 from Bassoonist, 1750 from Ronacat, 1800 from Shuru and Kolo. Our largest guess is Poconuts with 1898. Pedantry this community, I know, right? Let's see. Robert Walpole, when did he become the first ever PM of GB? It was 1721. Sort of a big gap between the answers there, but Ape, you were the closest with a guess of 1747, getting yourself 919 points. Then it was Matt the Ref, next best, 913, and Not a Cat's getting 910 points for that guess. Pop, unfortunately, your guess was too early. Unfortunately, getting nothing for that. Yes, born in 1676 even, Robert Walpole always rejected the title as he never linked the connotation that was attributed to it at the time, and it was attributed de facto when he got appointed as First Lord of the Treasury in 1721. So there you go, a bit of information for you there, for those that care about politics. I mean, I kind of care about politics, but I don't care that much about the history of politics, unfortunately. And I should do. I should know more about my own damn country. But anyway. We will move on then to question number 4 of this round. Let's have a look to see what we are talking about. Oh man, that's a lot. The team Los Lobos won the world's largest jackpot prize given to a team on a game show by defusing the golden bomb on the Spanish game show Boom! But how much was that bomb worth in euros? Answer between 1 million euros and 5 million euros. And that, there is time. Now, I know a little bit about, because I've seen YouTube videos of it, not of this game, but of Paspalabra, because that has crazy jackpots on it. I'm sure I've seen a jackpot on that be like 2 million euro before. So that would be enough for me to at least move one of the range barriers up a bit. Though what the maximum was of all game shows, I wouldn't know. But at least it'd give me, you know, a little bit of extra information to say it's probably at least 2 mil. But not sure beyond that. Let's see where everybody's gone. That is quite the skew, must say. K-Jars is our lowest guess with 1.3 million. Opsy with 1.5 million. Pop with 2.4 million. We've got a lot say 3 million. JPP, Not a Cat, Shiru say 3 million. We've got a lot saying 3.5 million, in fact. Nata, Silver Electron, Brian, ABME, Puzzle Dan, all saying 3.5 million. Interestingly, Poconuts says 3.5 million and 2. Just moving it ever so slightly. 8 Minky going with 3690240. And our biggest guess is Mr. Vertigo with 4,671,294. Good random 7-digit count I can see there. The 2 is important. Well, it could be. Well, it would matter more in round 3, potentially. Here it might be the difference of a couple of points. But we'll see. What's the correct answer? €4,130,000. DMC and Bassoonist with the best guess on an even 4 million there, getting 954 points apiece. Then it was Ruddick Fan, 883, and then 8 Minky, 845 points there. Poconuts, Nata, Silver Electro, Brian, me and Puzzle each getting 777 points. The 2 unfortunately didn't matter enough for an extra point there, Poconuts. But you were closer by 2. But you didn't get any extra points for that because of the range in question. K-Jars, unfortunately, was the furthest away, scoring nothing. So yes, on July the 8th, 2019, Los Lobos, after 505 shows, won the jackpot 505 times being on the show, making their total winnings of €6,689,700. At the time of writing, this is the largest prize ever given in a television game show to a team in the world. That's a lot of money. And a lot of time being on a show as well. 505 shows. And people mentioned about, being on 70-odd shows of 100%. Episode 505, so it says on my card. So, let's put that one away. I said, let's put that one away. Thank you very much. Proofing notes. As in, it was the 505th episode. Oh, it doesn't say that here. It just says Losso was after 505 shows. So I thought they were on the show for 505 times. Sue me for reinterpreting what it says. Anyway, moving on to the final question of this round here. Question, you added a thing, did you now? Oh, I've just read what's on the sheet. So anyway, question number 5. What did you... Oh, you got this on the end. See, I don't have it all the way over to the proofing notes side of things. I leave that for the proofers. I don't read that as part of the main show, generally. Okay, I'll read this other bit then. When they won, they played We Are the Champions with the lyrics changed to We Are the Champions of Boom. It was as shit as it sounded. Anyway, moving on. Question number 5. Take a look at this. I don't even know if we're on episode 5. Anyway, question 5. It's not really a good idea to touch melted metals, but I'm still going to try. Don't do it. What's the melting point of pure iron in degrees Fahrenheit? Answer be 505,000. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't know why that got auto modded. Weird. That there is time. Still having difficulties understanding F's and C's. Yes. There's also K's out there as well. But yeah, there is certainly a difference between the two. Though, I suppose it'll make a certain amount of difference on this range here. Let's have a look to see where you've gone. So our smallest guess is Matt the Ref with 690. Then it's Pop on 1200 with K-Jarbs. Silver Electron with 2000. Ruddick Fan with 3000. Biggest guess we've got is KS with 3600 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, you always measure in ranking, do you? Not degrees ranking, that's different. It's just ranking. Because there's no such thing as degrees ranking. Anyway, let's have a look. In Fahrenheit, what is the melting point of iron? Pure iron. 2800 degrees Fahrenheit. Topper off by just 50 degrees. Very well done, Topper, getting 976 points. Then it's Ruddick Fan, 905. Then it's Tadaro and Puzzledan, 891 points apiece. While Pure Iron has a melting point of 2800 degrees Fahrenheit, it's not the highest of the pure metals, as Tungsten has a melting point of 6150 degrees Fahrenheit. Though on the opposite side, Gallium has quite a low melting point of only 85.58 degrees Fahrenheit, meaning it can just melt by you holding it. Yes, I certainly have heard of that multiple times. But yes, very much so. 2800 degrees for pure iron in the Fahrenheit scale. Topper doing the best, Matt unfortunately the worst. And that there is the end of round number 2. That's red hot. It kind of is, Amy. Kind of is. So let's have a look at the scores. Who's at the top? That's quite a big gap, actually. Topper at the top with 6,542 by about 800 points. It's then KS on 5,773. And then it's Tadaru in third place, 56.95. ABB in fourth, tied with Nick on 54.36, and Mr. Vertigo is in sixth place on 5,047. Those are our top 6 scores at the moment. and we will be looking at the top 6 scores at the end of the next round, because those 6 will go through to the final round called Special Relativity. So, get those points in this final main round. Only the top 6 will survive. Good luck. Let's have a look at round number 3. It's Social Relativity. So this is much like the previous round. I'll give you a question. You need to give me a numerical answer. Though once we have done that, we will then split you up into 3 equally sized groups by population count. And then only the region that contains the correct answer will score any points. There's a minimum of 500 for being in the scoring zone and a maximum of 1500 if you can hit the answer on the nose. So there are loads of points still up for grabs in round number 3, but be aware that only approximately a third of you will be getting points on each question, and the other 2/3 will get absolutely nothing. It's very brutal, but it's a lot of fun as well. Good luck. Here's question number 1. All right. After all that heat, I do need to cool down. So the Yukon in Canada hit a record low temperature for North America in 1947. But how low was it in Fahrenheit? We're using the same scale. Answer between negative 150 and 0. Yes, it's a negative answer, potentially. I mean, 0's in range. It could be that as well. Yukon in Canada hit a record low in 1947, but how low was the record low in Fahrenheit? And it's time to play some negativity, says 8Minky. Very much so. Tadaro likes negative wages. I mean answers. So, let's see where you've gone. I mean, it's lovely seeing an entire board of negative numbers. We don't see this that often. Flyboy with our lowest guess of negative 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Forest Field with negative 100. We've got a couple of 69s, a couple of 68s negative, that is. Our largest guess is negative 11 degrees Fahrenheit. I will say that freezing point is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That is equivalent to 0 degrees Celsius. Now let's split you up into 3 equally sized groups, or about as equal as we can. And also yes, negative 40 is also negative 40 across both scales. So blue zone is quite wide, from negative 150 up to negative 79.5, technically speaking. Green zone from negative 79.5 up to negative 66.5. And then red from negative 66.5 all the way up to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So quite a tight green zone, quite wide blue and red zones. But will it contain the answer? The correct answer is... oh, green zone. Negative 81 degrees Fahrenheit means nobody in green, nobody in red scores any points, only the blue zone score. And Monster is our first bullseye answer, getting the maximum 1500. Then it was Shiru on negative 80, getting 1474 points, presumably. And then it was Me with a guess, getting 1321. Flyboy, your guess of negative 120 was quite a way off, but you are in the score range that counts, means you still get 500 points. Those in the green zone, there being Pop, Ramen, Ruddick, JPB, NASA, etc., unfortunately scoring not a damn thing for being only 1.5 degrees out on this range. So the human settlement Snag in the Yukon experiences a subarctic climate, and while Yukon is known for being one of the coldest provinces in Canada, Snag scored a... snagged... That's a perfect one. That snagged as a record low confirmed claim of negative 81.4 degrees Fahrenheit, also known as negative 63 degrees Celsius, on February the 3rd, 1947. The average temperature of Snag in February is negative 8.1 degrees Fahrenheit, which is negative 22.3 degrees Celsius. So well done, Monster, with a bullseye guess. And everybody in blue getting points. That's how this round works. Very, very brutal. But it's how the game goes. So, it's a bit chilly. A bit chilly, yeah, maybe. Moving on to question number 2. Oh my goodness me. Let's have a look at this. If you were to write out the number of meters in 3 quetameters, how many zeros would you need to write? Answer between 1 and 100. If you were to write out the number of meters in 3 quetameters, not David Guetta, quetameters, how many zeros would you need to write? Yay, metric units! Very much so. Things can only get quetter. Can only get quetter. God damn it. That was a new SI, you think? Yes, indeed. The new prefix quetta was adopted on November 18th, 2022 at the 27th General Conference on Weights and Measures in Versailles, France. French content! So let's have a look to see where you've gone. So, smallest guess, we've got a Silver Electron with 14, a Togi with 16, Opsy and Pop with 24, DMC and K-Giles with 44, JPB, Pozzodan on 50, Nata and Riddick Fan on 60. Biggest guess is Brian with 81. So, let's have a look and split you up into 3 groups. Tightest green group once again. Blue zone is from 1 up to 38, green from 38 up to 48.5, and then red from 48.5 all the way up to 100. So if you were to write out the number of meters in 3 quetameters, the total number of zeros you would need to write would be... The blue zone takes it once again. It's 30 zeros in total. Ralph and Tadaru with the bullseye guess, getting 1,500 apiece there. Then it's Far Field 1312 and 8 Minky 1188. Silver Electron, we guess, was the furthest away, but in a scoring zone, meaning you still get 500 points for that. And everyone in green zone and red zone getting absolutely nothing for that guess. Other prefixes that got approved at the conference were quecto, which is sort of the reverse of a quetta, is 10 to the negative 30. Ronna is 10 to the 27, and Ronto is 10 to the negative 27. Those were the other prefixes, SI prefixes, that were introduced in 2022. Sadly, not Hella. Maybe we can get them to add them next time, maybe me. Put that at like 10 to the 60 or something as Hella. Moving on to question number 3, and it's a bit of a timely question, this one. Do we have any more relativity again? Yes, it will be coming back very soon, in fact, Brian. It's going to be back with Pop Ramen Comedy writing a pack next, I believe. And that was happening on the 8th of November, so not long to wait, only a week away from the next edition of Relativity. So, we will continue on. Question number 3. Good luck. Here we go. Yes. As of 7 p.m. tonight, and in GMT time, how many views in millions does the first ever YouTube video, Me at the Zoo, have? Answer between 100 million and 1,000 million. So we're making it a little easier for you. We're not giving you you don't have to put all the millions in. That there is time. Our zoo's open at 10 p.m. in the UK. They tend not to be, Kenda, though. I don't know. Maybe some might. Maybe some might be. But most aren't. Certainly not at this time of year, because it gets dark by like 5 p.m. So let's see where you've all gone here. The good old classic Me at the Zoo video. Silver Electron with the lowest guess, just going at the bottom of the range, going in the blue zone, guaranteed on 100. Then it's Ralph on 180, Amy on 200. Opsy and Shiru going with 300 million. DMC and Flyboy 420 million. Forestfield 555. Matt is our biggest guess on 979 million views. So let's split you up into 3 groups. Bit of an interesting spread this time. Blue is from 100 up to 305.5 million there, essentially. Then green from 305.5 up to 552.5, and then red from that all the way up to the 1,000 million, also known as a billion. So yes, the first ever video on YouTube, the 19-second video recorded at San Diego Zoo in California by Jawed Karim, one of the founders of the platform. Correct answer is... Blue Zone takes it again. 292 million views. It ticked over into 292 before, today, essentially. It was written originally in the pack as 291, but it ticked over to the next million on the check this evening. 292, the correct answer. Nick was the closest, 1469. Then Opsy and Shiru, 1458. And then Ruddick Fan, 1385. Blue Zone scoring, meaning Silver Electron with that minimum guess of 100 still gets 500 points for that guess. And those that guess with just slightly over 306, fortunately, getting absolutely nothing for that. I'm afraid that there is the end of that question. Let's put that away. The description has been updated multiple times, reacting to YouTube's evolutions like requiring a Google Plus account or removing dislikes. Goodness me, Google Plus account. That's crazy. Hello there, Mai.
Okay, it didn't work earlier, but Crab, link is gone. Again, see if it works this time. Maybe
it works. Thank you for the 3-year resub there, Mai. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Appreciate the long-term support that is there. 3 years. Goodness me. Wow. Right, we've got 2 more questions. The money! The money! Right, 2 more questions in the round. Do we think we know where we're going with this? Oh my god, we are going there, aren't we? Oh, Jesus. I thought I'd done with this. But anyway, question number 4 is this. The Bee Movie. It's the bee's knees. But how many letters did the English version of the script by Jerry Seinfeld need? Answer between 1 and 100,000. Top it out of range. Try again. There you go. JB getting an answer just in time. Each letter once. 26. Time. Right, let's see where we've all gone on this one. According to all known laws of aviation, ... That's all you're getting from me. Okay, Jobs. Going with the penance answer of 26. There we've got Polka Dots with 4,000, Forestfield with 11,111, JB with a 2569.0. We've got JPB, Brian and Shiro on 50,000, 8 on 56,000. Another Cat actually preempting a 69,000 guess. It didn't happen. Topper also predicting a sort of 69,001 guess. Well, that one happened, but 69,701 is their guess. Biggest guess is ABME with 90,000. So tell me when I'm telling lies. Well, it's minimum 52 because we've got upper and lower case. Sorry. Let's split you up into 3 groups. So, Blue Zone is from 1 all the way up to 39,535. Green from that up to 65,001. What an interesting split. And then red from that up to the 100,000. So quite an even, like, third here. I like it. So, How many letters did the English version of the script by Jerry Seinfeld need? The correct answer is... In Before Blue Zone again. 37,001! Opsy! Opsy! Off by 1, but based on the range that we've got, that's good enough for 1,500 points. Well done, Opsy. Then Itogi next best, 1466. Then Swift-Filth, Yellowtail, 1446. And K-Jarves, your guess of 26. It's good enough to get 500 points. So yeah, all versions of the movie came out in 2007, but some versions had to adapt the title of the movie. For example, in Quebec, calling it Drôle d'abeille or Funny Bee, and the official script count 37,001 letters for 9,155 words, 94 times the word bee, and 57 times for the plural of bees. Well, that's all the information you ever needed to know about the script for the Bee Movie. Though, of course, loads of you already have it on a copy pasta, so you should have known anyway. Opsy doing the best. Blue Zone scoring once again. So we have one final question in round number 3. Will it be the Blue Zone scoring one more time? Let's find out, shall we? How many times has the letter B used? Someone get on it. Moving on, final question in the round. Have a look at this. So while we score things up, I'm going to play some bowling. In which year did bowling make its debut in the Olympics as a demonstration program? Answer between 1896 and 2024. As we get some Quizzy Dan Raiders coming in. Oh my goodness me. Quizzy Dan, I apologise, Raiders. Your message is being deleted because the question's live. You're saying mistakes are the portal of discovery. I can at least see the message. I can see you are sending the messages. Unfortunately, the bot is being very preemptive and deleting things because the question is still live. Now you can say stuff. Do feel free to say your raid spam. Mistakes are the portals of discovery. There we go. Yeah, not your problem. Not your problem. My problem on a bot being overly sensitive. Let's put it that way. Blatant raid rager. Mistakes. I mean, will you play some portal stuff? I mean, there's a portal mod I really need to get around to playing, and I haven't done so yet. But it is on my Steam list of games to play. I hope you're all doing well, Raiders. Welcome on in. If you do want to claim... Well, actually, it's too late to claim any dukes now because this was the final question of the game for the main part. But I do this stuff generally Wednesdays and Fridays, 8 p.m. GMT rather than BST. We've just changed the time zone. Doing interactive quizzes and game shows. Though I'm not here on Friday, I'm doing other stuff on Friday instead. But generally, Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. the GMT time, I'm here doing lots of interactive stuff with all you wonderful people here. So if that interests you, give me a follow, lurk, whatever you wish to do. And Quizzy, I hope you're doing well out there. Good to see you raiding on in, as I raided on over to you the other day as well. I hope you are doing well, and yes, wish you all the best. Right on the edge of a split. I have no idea. I haven't even seen any of the answers come through yet, so we're going to run out of music first. Let's see where you've gone, shall we? Let's go and put some answers on the slide. Oh, lots of interesting guesses. Now, did people go for some metagaming here? Because, I mean, Olympics are generally every 4 years, but with social relativity, there is a potential to do some metagaming here. Try and guess for an answer one side of the line, potentially. And I think a couple of players have done that kind of game. Not a Cat has gone for a 1951, Basunis has gone for a 1915, Puzzledan's gone for a 1967, and I think those are the only ones that are on an off year from the looks of things. Everybody else has gone for a multiple of 4 answer. So it's going to be interesting to see where things lie here, because Olympic years tend to be on a multiple of 4. Shiru is our lowest guess of 1900, and Flyboy has gone for 2024. The Olympics yet to happen. Well, let's split you up into 3 groups and figure out where all of the madness is going to happen. Well, instead of having one either side, we've actually got 2 edge cases on this final question. 1960, with 5 people in, are on the edge between blue and green. And we've got 3 players on 1980 on the edge of green and red. So in the case of that, it's a double edge, very much so, double-edged sword. So in the case for those edged players, Jesus Christ, if it's in either of the scoring zones, then you will score points. I mean, it's quite a big blue zone, I will say that. Will it be blue 5 for 5 in this final round? The correct answer is... 1988, it's the red zone that scores this final time. So everyone in red and on the edge of green and red gets themselves some points, with JB on the money with 1,500 for that guess. Then it was Ralph 1389 with Polka Dots and Mr. Vertigo, and then it was DMC, K-Jars and Itogi with 1,278 points for their guess. Going all the way down to Flyboy, who went with a guess of 2024, the year yet to happen, but still gets you 500 points for that guess. So while bowling as a sport is not recognised as an Olympic sport, it has been discussed twice to join. The first time was in Seoul's game in 1988. It got a demonstration, and the second was an open discussion for the 2020 Summer Olympics, but the game got dropped like wushu and squash. So well done, JB, getting the maximum points on that final question. Did it make any difference, though? That's the end of round number 3, the end of the main game. Who is in the top 6? Who will be advancing through to Special Relativity? Let's have a look. At the back of the pack, we've got Dev, who's just joining in for fun, Yellowtail, Matt the Ref and JPB, Colo and Forest Field, Not a Cat and Puzzle Dan, Natter and Bassoonist, Pop and Flyboy, Silver Electron and K-Jarbs, Shadowmane and Brian, Mr. Vertigo and Topper, 8 and DMC, Ruddick and JB Henry, KS and Tudaru. Just missing out are Polka Dots and Monster. Our top 6 are Itogi, ABME, Ralph, Shiru, Opsy, and Nick. Topper tanking ever so hard in that round 3 there, from first down to 15th place. Our top 6 are Itogi, ABME, Ralph, Shiru, Opsy, and Nick. Congratulations to you 6 players. You will be playing in Special Relativity in a moment. Everybody else, we have just paid those points as Doots. Congratulations to you all. Unfortunately, that is the end of the game for the rest of you, but I hope you did have a lot of fun with Relativity. For our final 6, though, we have just 5 more questions in the game to determine who our ultimate victor is. It is Special Relativity. So, in this final round, it's very simple. We'll give you a question. You give me answers. Whoever is furthest away from the correct answer gets eliminated. We rinse and repeat until only one player is left standing, and they will become the Relativity Specialist. So, our final 6 players, good luck to you all. I will also remind you, there will not be any ranges given. You'll get only the question and then prompted for a number. No ranges given in this final round. In the case of a tie in distance, we will look at the order of when you submitted your answers, with the later player being eliminated in that case. Good luck. Here comes your first question. After my game of bowling, let's play some darts. I do wonder, how many points can you score in total on a standard board if you throw a single dart into every section of the board? Answer now. The Togi's in with a guess. Opsy's in. Ralph's in. Shira's in. 2 more answers. Nick's in. And ABMe's in. Everybody has got an answer then. Bing. So yeah, we're talking about a standard board of darts, not any of this like quad board nonsense or like Yorkshire League boards or Manchester boards. There's some really weird ones out there. Standard darts. So let's have a look to see what the answers are that came through. How many points can you get if you throw a hedgehog at the board? Depends on if that's a legal flight or not. Cool. Bully's prize board.
Or Bully's prize board.
Yeah, that's a different board as well, so you can't thank you for the 100 bits. So the answers that came in. Itogi gave me 256. Opsy gave me 398. So you two currently set the limit. Next was Ralph with a much bigger guess of 1755. Opsy, you're safe. Ralph takes the upper limit. Shiru gave a guess of 500. They're in the middle. They're safe. Nick gave a guess of 4,196, much larger than Ralph's guess. Yes. Ralph, you're safe. Nick takes the upper limit. And the final guess, ABB 1500. You're in the middle. You're safe through. So that means we've got a guess here between 256 and 4,196. Which puts the division point at 2226. Below that, Itogi, you are safe through to the next question. Above that, Nick, you are through to the next question. So a standard dartboard contains the numbers 1 through 20 as singles, 1 through 20 as doubles, 1 through 20 as triples, a bull, and a bull's eye. But you must also be aware that the singles count twice, because there are 2 single regions in each of the 20 slices around the dartboard. To actually count the singles twice, plus a double, plus a triple, for each number 1 through 20, plus the inner and outer bull. The correct answer is 1,545 points in total there. Nick, unfortunately, your guess of 4,196 was too far away. You are now eliminated from the game, but you do take 6th place from the game. Congratulations, and that is 10,000 doots additional to what you have earned in the main game. Congratulations. I mean, for a opening game, first time playing a game here on Quiz Night, that is a really impressive performance to get to 6th place out of everybody else. Very well done. Itogi, with your guess of 256, it was the lowest guess of everyone. You're safe through to the next question. Congratulations. So 5 players still in the game. Good luck to you all. Your next question for survival is this. Including mass start and virtual entries, how many runners officially completed the 2022 London Marathon? Answer now. 2 players in. 3 players in. 4 players in. 1 more to enter. Me in. That there is time. Wait, virtual Ash, says Pozzodan. Yes. There were virtual runners. Virtual runners needed to register on the official app of the London Marathon in order to make their attempt valid. So yes, there are virtual runners of the London Marathon as well as physical runners. I presume so, Score, yes. Or maybe it's like a Peloton type thing, I don't know. Anyway, let's go through some answers. Shiri went with 1,000. Opsy went with 22,000. Goodness, that's already quite a wide gap of answers there. Next, Itogi going with 314 means Shiri is safe. Itogi takes the lower limit. Ralph, with a guess of 38,000, takes the upper limit. Opsy, you're safe. And the final guess was me going even bigger, 200,000 for that guess. Means Ralph is now safe. Well, that's quite a wide range of answers here. Itogi on 314, AUB on 200,000. That puts our division point at 100,157. Below that, Itogi, you are safe through. Above that, me, you are safe through. Itogi going for the pie marathon. The correct answer is... 60,568, consisting of 46,993 physical runners and 13,575 virtual runners. And they have been registered at the time of the event with the best time of 2 hours, 18 minutes and 35 seconds for the physical runners and 2 hours, 25 and 4 seconds for the virtual runners. So Itogi, your guess of only 314 was good enough to keep you in the game. Unfortunately, maybe me, your guess of 200,000, that was way too high, and we have to say goodbye. But you take 20,000 doots and 5th place in the game. Congratulations to you there. Itogi, you're still hanging on in there. Let's keep going. 4 players still in. Who will survive the next question? Here it comes. The chemical name of the largest known protein, titin, has been stated to be the longest word in the English language. How long in letters is it? Answer now. We've already got 3 guesses. I think we've already got all the guesses in. But does it use all 26 letters, though? Does it use all 26 of those letters? I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. I think I've got the link to it here, so let me open up the link and see what it says. Oh, that link failed to go anywhere. Try that. Ah, that went somewhere, though. But it does not have the name on it, unfortunately. Okay. Well, we'll have a look to see where we've all gone. As we get a double switch baby from Dragon. Thank you very much for the 18-month resub, Dragon. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for the generosity. So our first guest that came through was Opsy with 45 and Ralph with 80. You set the limit. Third guess was Itogi 178. You take the upper limit. And finally, Shu with a guess of 75. You're in the middle. You are safe through. Means we have a much smaller range this time, between 45 and 178. Meaning our division point is 112. If it is below 112, Opsy, you're safe through. Above that, Itogi, you are safe through. The correct answer is... yeah, just a little bit larger. 189,819 letters long. Yeah, the protein is connected to muscle contraction, the shorthand name itself being a contraction of titin and protein. It took roughly 2 hours for YouTuber Mr. Beast, because of course it was Mr. Beast, to read it fully in a video posted on June the 3rd, 2017. 189,819 letters long. Itogi, you're still in the game. Unfortunately, to Opsy, you were too far away with 45, but you get 35,000 doots for that. Congratulations for the 4th place. As we try and return ourselves back to space, but not as we know it. What I love is we have travelled so far. We have travelled so far on that axis now that division makes no sense in the shader. So we have entered into multi-dimensional space. So I hope you like pretty patterns and more kaleidoscopic style of space, because that's what we've got now. We have broken space, folks. First, let me tell you about parallel universes before we get onto an A-press and what that constitutes as. Right, we've got 3 players left in. We've got 2 questions left. I really have no idea how this is going to animate right now, but it's going to be very interesting to see how it all plays out. Good luck to our final 3 players. Oh, speaking of video games, considered a perfect run by the speedrunning community, how long in milliseconds is the tool-assisted speedrun record of Super Mario Bros? Milliseconds. Answer now. Shiryu is in. Ralph is in. And Itogi is in. Space is currently very symmetrical, it is, isn't it? That's what happens when you get to the edge of the observable universe. It becomes very samey. Somehow I really like this background, says Topper. I mean, I can certainly change it, but it doesn't feel like space to me anymore, but it's a nice effect. So, 3 players in. What did you guess? Shiryu went with 80,000. Ralph went with 271,000. You set the limits. And finally, Itogi, with a guess of 50,000, sets the lower limit. Itogi, you're back in again! Oh man! Will it ever end? So, between Itogi's 50,000 and Ralph's 271,000, our middle point is 160,500. Yes, it does mean, Shiro, you are through. You are safe through to the final question. So, if the answer is below 160,500, Itogi, you're safe through. If it's above 160,500, Ralph, you are safe through. The correct answer is... I love how space is just so struggling to push to the right here, because the division of a floating point is just not working right now. It's just going... 294,032. Yes, submitted by Runner Happily in 2011. The run's length is 4 minutes, 54 seconds, and 32 milliseconds, and is considered to be the theoretical limit of how fast players can finish the game. And Nifsky has managed to be only 599 milliseconds away from the perfect run. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen various things on the YouTubes recently about that. But Ralph, congratulations, you are through to the final question. Itogi, unfortunately, too far away with a guess of 50,000, but you get 50,000 doots for taking 3rd place. Congratulations there. BRB explaining the frame rule. Imagine a bus stop, if you will. Anyway, it is time for the final question for our 2 final players. I will pre-warn before you answer the question. If we have given you a form of unit, don't take that as part of the actual answer. We're looking at just the numbers of all of the answers we're looking at, not what they actually mean in their expanded form. I'm just giving you that as a little bit of an extra caveat. Your final question is this. it's the final challenge. If you add all the correct answers values from this quiz before this question, how high is the count? Answer now. Were you paying attention? Well, Ralph's in with a guess. Shiru is in with a guess. And thankfully, they have heeded my guidance. The reason I said that extra caveat is because, of course, one of the questions we asked for a number of millions.
26.
26, says JB. Thank you for the 100 bits there. But yes, we had a question that asked for a number of millions. But the actual answer that we had for the question there did not contain the millions themselves. The one I'm referring to is the YouTube video, which was 292 million views. So the answer for that particular question is only 292, not 292 million. And that is why I gave that extra out before reading the question, because of that question specifically. All the others are okay. So here we go, folks. What did our final two players guess? All the fours. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 from Ralph. And an even 6 million from Shiru. And they take the limits sides. Means our division point is at 5,222,222. Below that, Ralph, you are the winner. Above that, Shiru, you are the winner. As Kenda says in the trivia facts, it is a zeros game, as the Los Lobos question might have thrown quite a wrench in the count. But I think both players have accounted for at least that. The correct answer is... it's staying with Shiru. Oh, it's sliding back! Oh! 4,802,836. If you add it all up, round one was a total of 82,644. Round two was a total of 4,134,998. Round three was a total of 39,230. And round four, up to and not including this question, is 545,964. Means your grand total is 4,802,836. Ralph, your guess of all the fours was pretty damn close, and that is all you need to do in this game, is get pretty damn close and hope your other players don't get so close. But even a guess of 6 million is pretty damn close as well, and good memory for all of those questions there. Congratulations there. Unfortunately, to second place, you get 75,000 doots. But for Ralph, you are the victor. 100,000 doots, and you're the winner with the big name! I forgot that bug was still there. And it's reset space. And we have reset space, folks. So, that there was the end of Relativity from Kenda. Thank you for the follow there, Buxton. Appreciate that. There are lots of hidden patterns in the quiz. Did you spot them all, says Kenda. Well, I did say there were a lot of patterns in there, but I decided not to reveal any of them. I will leave that to Kenda if they wish to reveal any information. Feel free to do so in the Discord or whatever if you do want to reveal any of the special information about it, or maybe just leave it for people to try and make a guess, and they can go and watch the VOD afterwards and increase the engagement. Yay. Gotta account for that bloody engagement, don't I? But But either way, up to you, whatever you want to do, Kendra. It's your question pack. You do what you want to do with the information. It was an absolutely wonderful pack. Thank you very much for that. And thank you to Oni for helping proof that pack as well this evening. It has been a lot of fun hosting stuff. Jesus Christ, Joe. I mean, we kind of already did that joke at Christmas, but yeah, maybe we can do that. Congrats on the engagement. Thank you. So thank you again for that wonderful game, and wonderful game of Secret Fortune earlier on by Danny as well. It's been a really great stream, though of course it's now 11 p.m. It's really late. So let's hope for a quick finish on the end of stream stuff. Though I do need to roll titles because I did update the credits and stuff with Kendra's name and with Alex's name in the proofers. So we'll roll the credits and then we'll quickly do a wheel spin and figure out what we're doing at the end of the stream show thing. All right, see you in a bit. Excuse me, pretzel music. That's rather too loud for this moment. Let me go over to the camera only moment and take relativity out. So, yes, you've been added to the credits there, Kendra, as well as Alex, although I just noticed that Alex's name is in alphabetical order, so I need to move that. But otherwise, it is there and is credited. Right, let's get on with the wheel spin, shall we, folks? In before David wins another million doots. Well, he seems to be on track for it this season somehow. Let's find out what happens, shall we? Hi, I'm getting away! That's my fault, only. Right, what we got? What's it gonna be tonight? Round and round and round and round and round and round and round. Okay. Well, that's a simple finish. It's 10,000 to the jackpot. That's it. Should I do a spin again? Should I do another spin? I mean, it doesn't say to do another spin, but I could do another spin. We could end it there. We could end early. We'll do another spin. Go on. I mean, if it lands on it again, I'm not doing another spin. We'll do another spin. There you go. Round and round and round and round and round and round and round. And it's a marble race for 40,000 dudes. Alright, I've got to get marble race open now, do I? Okay. So, let me get Steam open. That's what I need to do. And I'm going to do my random.org thing again. That seems to work out quite nicely. Go to the library. Marbles on stream has an update. Yay! Yay! I have to update things now. David J hacks the marble race in the background. I'm wondering, does the battle mode of Marble still exist? I just realised that's the thing we could do with this. Still, does the battle mode still exist? I don't know if it does. It used to be a thing, but I guess maybe not. I don't know. Unless I have to be a special person for it. No, not doing that. Okay, it's not a thing anymore. Okay, we'll ignore that then. Let's have a look at Oni's name. See if there's anything to load up. The spinning giant mistake. Go on then. We'll do a spinning giant mistake. Exclamation mark play if you want in on this race. And I need to get myself set up on OBS for the game capture as well. So that guy there. And switch to the main layout. There we go. We'll take the pretzel music off because we're going to need to pick something better to play in a moment. What have we got suggestion-wise for music? We've got Ridge Racer. We've got Sonic 2 Special Stage. Maximum Zone. Ridge Racer. That's definitely a thing, isn't it? Ridge Racer OST. I'm just thinking going classic PlayStation on it. Let's go with I don't know actually which one to go for. I guess the classic. Go with the title theme, maybe. Rotterdam Nation, getting a suggestion for Rotterdam Nation. Okay. Oh goodness me, that's already a start. So yeah, okay, we'll go with Rotterdam Nation then. We'll do some Rotterdam Nation. So what we'll do for the marble race, and as I noticed that the UI has changed again. They need to stop messing with stuff, you know. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, they need to stop messing with the UI in this because it's just changed again, and I don't like it again. You know what it is? It's looking more and more like Unity. It's looking more and more like these goddamn Unity default buttons. And I don't like it. I don't get why. I don't get why these two buttons here are suddenly different colors. Like this is white and this is black when they definitely weren't different colors before. Then there's this symbol which is like, oh, that does that. That's a drop down button apparently, and gives me a player list and stuff and things. Cool. Yeah, just looks a bit daft. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to do the randomness thing on random.org to figure out the winning positions. We are going to do 2 positions that win tonight rather than 3. So 2 positions that pay will be, well then, that's a good start, isn't it? 36th place and 22nd place. Very interesting positions to look at here. 36th and 22nd places. And if those count as DNFs, then we will still count down the board to that position. So just bear that in mind that we'll count DNS if it is a DNF position in 36th or 22nd place. So let's do that. We'll go with some Ridge Racer Rotterdam Nation. It's time for the countdown. Maybe 22nd might finish. We'll see, depending on the elimination rate. Here we go, folks. It's race time. So really, we're not looking at the front of the pack at all. We need to look at somewhere in the middle of the pack and then near the back of the pack. Possibly eliminated early on, DNFing early on. Might be a good call. So there's 39 of you in the race. So whoever gets DNF'd 4th will claim 36th place. Miss Vertigo and Topper certainly trying to make sure they're at the last place right now. At the front of the pack, we've got Brian, Puzzledown 8, Minky Riff, and Bassoonist. It's sort of anyone's race right now. Topper definitely making sure they're being in last place right now. You don't want to be last, you want to be 4th to last. As we continue on the track, it looks like it is Brian in the lead. Bassoon is following in second. Then it's Puzzle, and there's KS, Nick, 8 Minky, Theory, and Kenda. Ruddick fan coming in, flying in as well. As we head on down the next set of pipes to the next hanging. Ooh. I was going to say there's a lot of danger there, but no, there is a wall there. It's KS now in the lead, going down the square funnel. Going through the twister. And across the cog. Still in the lead. Who's at the back of the pack? It is. Oh, goodness me, there's a lot of stuff going on the back here. Oh, no. Well then, folks, it's a race to see who gets eliminated first. Well, Nick got eliminated, and Puzzledan just got eliminated. That's interesting. 2 players have officially been eliminated. 2 more. Quizzy Dan's just gone. I think whoever is next to be DNF'd, AB me, looking like you could be one of the winners. If we've been counting the DNFs correctly, you could be a winner. Yellowtail Pop Ramen DNFing. We haven't even got a finisher yet. Although we are soon to have that. Sunny Cat crosses the line and takes first place. Bassoonist takes second. Ape takes third. Let's try and count them off. Brian 4th, Kenda 5th, Riddick 6th, Jake 7th. 8, 9, 10, 11 for Ralph, 12 for Theory, Chris 13th, Natta 14th. Then it is top of 15, KS 16th, 17th, 18th for Shiru.
If only
19th,
S11
20th,
rules
Flyboy,
were in place.
That there. 21st for Mr. Vertigo. 22nd for Itogi. 23rd for David J. And then who else is coming along the way? I think these are counting right. I will look at the board to confirm. 24th for Tadaru, maybe. Dragon 25th, Kjar 26th, Silver Actor 27th. But we will look at the leaderboards to confirm all. So let's find out what the board says. What positions were we looking at? 36 and 22. 22 does go to Itogi. David J was 23rd. That dudes to Itogi to the total of 40,000 for that. And then our other place is 36th. Let's count them off. Rift 28, 29, 30 for Shadowmane, 31, 32, 33 for DMC, 34, 35, 36 for AB Me. AB Me getting 40,000 dudes. Congratulations for your 4th from last completion. And Quizzy Dan, classic off by 1 error, also doing the same thing there. So that brings me to a close on the streams for the week from me, actually. I'm not here on Friday. I normally am, Wednesdays and Fridays, but I'm not here this Friday. I will be gigging, though I will be featuring over on JB Henry's channel on Saturday, as it is going to be a duel between him and myself, along with all sorts of other stuff, raising money for Extra Life, which starts tomorrow, as JB Henry uses the ability of the VIP to post a link there for helping with donations and all of that. And hopefully Ape has got enough time to write all the questions, because he's got a lot of stuff to write for, apparently. Thank you once again for tuning in this week on Quiz Night. Topper will be around tomorrow evening for his usual offerings of quizzical content. That will be Splash Attack, Rebound, and The Diamond, featuring tomorrow evening at 8 PM GMT. And Royal_Flush will also be offering some quizzing information, quizzing content on the 4th of November, being Hacker or Hacksaw, Data Leak, and The Escape Artist, 8 PM GMT over on Royal_Flush. So, if you actually got an ice cream emote, you have got an ice cream emote. Oh my god, that's so good. Well done. So, that's what's happening for the rest of this week. I will be back next Wednesday with, well, who knows where by Basudis, Relativity once again, but my pop ramen comedy. And we've got some Wipeout next Wednesday. We're looking forward to seeing that. And then on next Friday, we've got some Word Scramble to warm up, 100,000 Duke Drop from Oni, and we've got an all clued up double header from JPB and from Clive of Legend as well. Viennettas next. You do those as like 3 emotes. You have the beginning of the Viennetta, the middle of the Viennetta that you can then duplicate for multiple times, and then you have the end of the Viennetta at the end. It's not giving you any ideas at all, but that's what I would do if you had lots of emote slots. Take care, and I will see you soon. Have a good rest of your week. Bye! I don't know why I'm giving people emote ideas, because I need emotes myself. Bye!